What up, everybody? What's going on? Happy Soul Session Sunday. So, we got so much to talk about, so much to get into today. And we're going to do it like this. Today, we're going to get them likes up. Mods, y'all can let me know once we get to, let's do 20 likes. Let's do 20 likes. We'll do 20 likes and then I'll cam up for you because I love y'all. Okay? We're going to do that. If we once we get to 20 likes, I'll cam up. I see y'all been already in here discussing a few things. What up, Boss Lenny? What up, Michelle? Growing up, me and my sister used to fight, and she will always play victim when everyone knows she was the aggressor and I was the quiet one. We are twins. Ooh, child. And you know, I think at an early age, women are taught a boy is not supposed to hit you, you're a delicate princess, all this other stuff, and they use that to their advantage. They will use that to their advantage. What up, Michelle? Michelle says, okay, talk to me. You know what time it is? Yes, true. Soul Sunday. I'm here. I'm ready. Okay, let's do this. The same sentiment as anti, but said differently. Basically, yes, manipulating. Women learn how to manipulate at a really, really early age. We do it at an early age. Mods, y'all let me know when I hit 20 likes. Okay, let me know when I hit 20 likes and I'll get the cam up. Yeah, women do that. They start the drama, they invoke the drama. When it becomes too much for them, help me. It's really sad, actually. So we got so much to discuss today. I don't even know where to begin, but I do want to start off by playing this video that I heard, and we've probably saw by Felicia Rashad. And I want you to hear what she's saying.
You have to start with yourself and accept the circumstances of your life and accept them as your own. Accept them as your own creation. Accept them as your own karma. Accept them as your own truth, as your own work that you are given to do in this lifetime, and deal with it from there. And start with yourself. Start by taking time with yourself to just sit quietly in a day, to just be still and not let all the concepts and all the ideas and all the mental constructs wear you down. I'm interested in your telling us how you may raise your daughter differently than your mother raised you, simply because times are so different. I will not raise my daughter differently than my mother raised me. The rearing I got from my mother, words cannot express. I could live in any time, I could live in any country, I could live on any planet, and I would be fine. What was the key? My mother gave us aphorisms to learn as children. One is the inner reality creates the outer form, and the other is the universe bears no ill to me. I bear no ill to it. I would teach my daughter to look within herself first. Before career projections, before accepting ideologies and theories and philosophies, I would tell her to look within herself, to discover her own truth, and to live in the experience of constant awareness of that truth within. You have to start with yourself and accept the circumstances of your life and accept them as your own. Accept them as your own.
All right, y'all hear that? That sounds like accountability. Accept your life and actions and situations as your own. Guess I'm not the only one saying that. That is Felicia Rashad, aka Claire Huxtable. What up, Boss Lenny? What up, for Fabriona, aka Gabrielle? What up, TNT? What up, Kevin? What up, Tabani? What up, I said TNT already, girl. I'm gonna say hi again. Hi again. What up, Ashley? Yes, I got the Cash Apps on, so I've been having my Cash App off for some reason. Like, I haven't been signed in. I'm signed in today, so if y'all want some contributions, let me post my thing. Look at me thinking I got it all together and I'm already missing some stuff. Let me see. There we go. All right. Now we back in business. Ashley, let me know when we hit 20 likes so I could cam up for the people. And, you know. Okay, who else? What's up, Lala? What up, Richard? What up, Trina? What up, Humble? What up, Mickey? What's up, Ray? Alana? Hey, Beats. Hey, Alana. Let me scroll. What up? I said Michelle, but hey, Michelle again. Hey, Mimi. Hey, Rico. Hey, Connie. I love that for the Mimi. But you know what? Like I said, we're moving on. I have stuff to do. What up, Miss J? What up, Ashley? What up, Robin? It's at 29. All right, y'all did that quick. Boo boo. Y'all did that real quick. I didn't expect that. How y'all doing this Sunday? So, I want to talk about a video that I watched. What's up, Monica? With Tariq Nasheed. Now, okay, that was weird. With Tariq Nasheed. Thank you, Tish. Thank you. Hey, Miss J. So, this is really, really important to me. And oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. This is really important to me because I've been hearing a lot of things about people accusing me for witchcraft and putting something over my husband. And I think y'all fail to realize a lot of things. And I know you guys aren't educated, so I always have to be here to educate you. So let's educate. When me and my husband got together, okay, I was very, I won't say very, but I was into Christianity. I considered myself at that time a Christian. My husband did not consider himself a Christian or with any religion. And this by any means is not to take shots at anybody. Whatever your religion is, it's your religion. It's not my job to change your religion. It's not my job to do anything. What your path is, in my opinion, is your path. Okay. So I think it's comical that people like, oh, she put witchcraft on them and stuff. And I keep telling them that's that European shit, first of all, first and foremost. And my husband is the one who educated me on a lot of things that I wasn't aware of. And then together we started learning more things. And it's interesting how the universe works and how everything comes into alignment into my life. And because it's like putting the puzzle pieces together. Tariq Nasheed just did a video, a live. What's up, boss lady? Tariq Nasheed just did a live about 2-3 days ago. I posted it on my community chat, but I decided that I wanted to review it today. And then we're going to discuss this lady faking the Powerball, Monica trying to fight niggas. She did apologize. Monica did apologize. We gonna talk about Suki meeting up with Dr. Umar. But and how Miss Suki was dressed. We're gonna talk about that too. So let's get into it. What up, Killer Squad? Oh no, I don't want that one. I'm gonna do it like that. I don't like that layout either. What about this one? Hold on, y'all. Let me get my life together. That is not the layout I want. Why isn't There we go. I'm like, what is going on? Okay. So I'm about to play this video real quick and I'm gonna react to it. What's up, Delaney? What's up, Killer Squad? All right.
This is very important. We have to start gatekeeping our culture.
Hey, Mona.
We have to start gatekeeping our culture. Somebody said, "Be careful with hoodoo." Now, see, let me tell you something. Hoodoo, a lot of folks don't even know the real deal about hoodoo. A lot of folks don't know the real deal about hoodoo. Hoodoo, they think hoodoo and voodoo are the same thing. They are similar, but they are different. All right, voodoo and hoodoo, they're similar, but it's different. No, Jackie, you're going to get a whole bunch of other stuff. Hell, the DVDs, it's the two DVDs. That's like damn $60 alone. Then a book, then the deodorant. Come on, that's a great deal.
If you guys want to know what Tariq is talking about, he has came out with some new deodorant. It's called Root Work. I'm going to get some. But it comes with 2 videos, book breaking and another video. I cannot remember what that video, that DVD is, because I have all of his DVDs. So a lot of times with Tariq have these deals, I just triple and double up on the stuff and get all the other stuff that's with it. Okay. So I'm interested in seeing what this deodorant is talking about. He's talking about it's natural. Okay. If I don't do anything, I definitely support Black first. Okay. That's why the people that I used for my son's birthday party, who made the snacks and decorations and stuff like that, which I will be posting on Demary Dynasty. Y'all make sure y'all tune in to watch if y'all want to see my son's 16th birthday party. I used Black women, black owned businesses, because duh. What up, Rita? All right, so let me keep playing.
That's a phenomenal deal. But listen, a lot of folks don't know the truth about hoodoo and voodoo. Hoodoo is a primarily foundational Black American tradition. All right. There are some things that were drawn from Africa centuries ago. A lot of things were cultivated here. There were some things taken from the Black Aboriginal natives here. And there were some things that were created and cultivated from foundational Black Americans in slavery. So all of these things came together and became a foundational Black American custom. People get voodoo and hoodoo mixed up. Voodoo is basically you worship a deity. Voodoo is a religion. Okay. Voodoo is a religion. Yes, somebody said Dr. Sebi is more like hoodoo, and Dr. Sebi has spoken about how Black Americans, we are closer to liberation.
If you guys, some of y'all may know who Dr. Sebi is. Press 1 in the chat if y'all know who Dr. Sebi is. I'm curious. I'm trying to see something. I'm trying to see if y'all know who Dr. Sebi is. Okay, Killer. Okay, Lala, Ray, Ash. Okay. Okay, so we all know who Dr. Sebi is. Okay, Michelle, you never heard of Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi was a herbalist, also a root worker. He went to court, and Nick Cannon was supposed to do a video or a film about him. I don't know what happened with that. But Dr. Sebi, he teaches you how to he teaches you how to have an alkaline diet. Not consciously ratchet. You know what? He teaches you how to do the alkaline diet, how to heal your body with herbs, the stuff you're supposed to eat. He's the one who let us know that strawberries are hybrid fruit. It's a man-made fruit. They mix the fruits together to get that. Who else? What else? Oh, hold on. Okay, so y'all remember when Left Eye went to Honduras to to cleanse herself and reinvent herself and do something different and just live her best life and get all the nasty chemicals and stuff out her body. She's been there multiple times to get that shit out of her system. But he teaches you how to heal yourself with food, the food you're supposed to eat, not meat, not processed food, not anything really white, just healthy all in all. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people notice Dr. Sebi or popular with Dr. Sebi got popular with Left Eye when Left Eye went to Honduras to change her life because everything was just kind of going crazy for her. She was, y'all know the story. So that's who Dr. Sebi is. He went to court because the government tried to say that he tried to lie and say he didn't have the cure for AIDS through the vitamins and stuff that he did. He won that case. He beat it. He beat the case because he does know the cure. He was one of the biggest threat to these pharmaceutical companies. He was one of the biggest threat with the pharmaceutical companies. And if you look up a lot of herbalists and you really do your research on herbalists and Dr. Sebi, not just Dr. Sebi, it's a lot of other people came up dead, came up missing. This is the healthiest man. They killed that man, in my opinion, because this is the healthiest man on the planet. And they said he just randomly died. No, they arrested him, and we already know how that goes. So he was an herbalist. He really teaches you how to heal your body. A lot of people who go through with the alkaline diet really, really comes back and they heal themselves. Now, his family members still kind of run stuff a little bit. And okay, come through. Yes, soursop works good for constipation and cancer. Like if you really, really study and you really want to go that path. Now, I'm not about to sit here and say, y'all, I do the alkaline diet and all that other stuff. No, I eat meat. And I know. But, maybe one day. But he said that Black American, well, not just Black American, African people, Black people are not supposed to be people who eat meat. And it's a whole situation with that. So if y'all want to do your research on Dr. Sebi, for the y'all who already know, y'all know. But for everybody else who wants to get interested in who Dr. Sebi is, all you got to do is go on YouTube and hit Dr. Sebi. It'll give you a plethora of information. And yes, they have been threatening Nick Cannon from doing that video. That's probably why he hasn't done it yet. So that's who Dr. Sebi is. For y'all who don't know, he was a herbalist. He did help people to heal. And I've ordered some stuff from the website before as well to help. It helps with high blood pressure, people. He got tea that helps with high blood pressure. He has a lot of stuff that helps you, that really heals your body. Okay. That's what I'm saying. And we gotta pay attention to the patterns in life with Black people who are very prominent and important to us, to teach us how to do better. What happens to them? It's not just Dr. Sebi. It's Martin Luther King. They killed him. They finally admitted that he didn't get killed by the gunshot. They suffocated him in the hospital. They finally came out with the fact that they set Malcolm X up. Y'all better stop playing. Y'all better do your research. And to all my Floridians out there, people in Florida, I don't know what y'all gonna do, but I need y'all to fight a little bit harder. If y'all focused on other things that are not going to benefit you, you damn sure need to be focused on what the fuck they trying to do in Florida. Anyway. Amen. If someone stopped eating meat, my brother went vegan for about a year. I think like he goes vegan on and off, and stuff. And I eat vegan food too. If it's good, I'm going to eat it. If I had my own personal chef who was vegan, who always cooked, I wouldn't even have complaints. I want to say Lil Wayne has a chef that cooks for him. It's just what it is. If women stop eating meat for 5 months, your weight drops off quickly, and your monthly will almost disappear. Speaking from experience, we went back to meat, but finna start back off meat again. Yeah. Tell him, Ray. Tell them, Ray. So why everybody trying to talk about witchcraft, especially a tether? I don't need no tethers coming for my foundational Black American background at all, because I don't come from yours. Okay, I believe she was Nigerian or some shit. Somebody said Jafaican. I don't know what the hell she was, but what I do know is she doesn't know anything about Black American culture, and I hope she's not in America, because if you are in America, you're welcome, because my ancestors are the reason why you're allowed to be here. Because if it wasn't for us in the civil rights movement, you would be in your homeland where you don't want to be because you fled to come here. Okay, and that's no shot to the people who want to come here and have the good life, but the tethers who take shots at Black Americans, y'all need that. But continue. You got your no meat days. What's up, Tina? I don't fuck with dairy at all. I will have an occasional ice cream or a shake or whatever, but when I tell you that's rare and I don't even drink it all. And then we drink other, like we drink almond milk and shit. I haven't had cow's milk. Cow's milk literally makes me sick. After I had my son, when I drink cow's milk, I get really, really sick. So I don't drink it. They want us to remain dumb and distracted. Facts. Facts. Dr. Sebi learned from a Mexican man all the herbs. Girl, she like, man, a lot, honey. Me neither, just eggs. Eggs is not dairy. I don't know why they fucked us up. See, that's what I be talking about, the government and they bullshit. Eggs is meat because it come from a chicken. And they put it in dairy. And they put it in the food group charts. They damn sure did have the eggs and dairy. I hate them. And then when you go in the store, eggs is in dairy. So we are under the impression that eggs is dairy. No, eggs is meat because it's a baby chicken. But whatever. What's up, Killer Panda? Yeah, cow's milk is disgusting. It's disgusting. Yeah, I do almond, I do oat, I do I don't do soy. I don't do soy. I can't. And especially with who was it? It was either Dr. Sebi or oh my gosh, I see him and I miss him so much too, because he said a lot of shit. Dick Gregory was talking about that too with the soy. They was originally, soy was supposed to be made for a pen. It wasn't supposed to be digested. I don't really eat cheese either. What's up, Naya? I don't really eat cheese either, but you know, I can't do dairy at all. My oldest daughter, my stomach, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, that shit killing us. And they had all types of ads talking about milk does the body good and all kinds of shit. Okay. That Millie said she went from Jamaican to Canadian to Nigerian. She just switched it all up. So we don't know. Cow's milk makes me sick. I don't know what it is. Like I said, before I had my son, I was able to drink cow's milk, but after I had my third son, I was not able to drink cow's milk. And to me, that was a blessing in disguise, because we shouldn't be drinking that shit anyway. I've tried it. Like, if you guys, I don't know if you guys are following me on Anti-Hyena Squad on Instagram. But if you are looking on my previous photos, all my pictures and stuff like that, you will see where I was having vegan burgers, cooking with vegan cheese, cooking, you know what I'm saying? Just trying a little stuff. I try different things. I don't knock anything until I really try it. Some things I probably won't try. I'm not even gonna hold you, but there's other things. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just saying, I can't drink milk. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They, first of all, yep. And they put a lot of sugar in it. It sure does. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, get them likes up, people. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so let's continue.
Than any other group, especially in Africa, because we don't have the tribal differences. But hoodoo is a primarily foundational Black American package. They try to say, no, 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 because no, hoodoo is not a religion. Hoodoo is really about healing, wellness, connecting to um, nature and the spirit realm.
Now, um, I want to talk to y'all about something. Y'all want to talk about rice jars today? Let's talk about rice jars today. We're going to talk about rice jars. Remember when everybody was talking about the situation where Charlene was doing rice jars and I said she didn't do it correctly? It's funny because her supporters like to talk about how I do witchcraft, which is very Europeanized. And when people was pointing out the things that Charlene was doing, did I ever talk shit about her about that? Or did I say she did it incorrectly? All right, we're going to learn today. We're going to learn today. We're going to talk about rice jars today, boo-boo. Yes, FDA also approves people who are selling meat to use carbon monoxide to keep the meat red, even though it's bad. So the meat could be bad, and it's still FDA is a sham, in my opinion. But let's talk about rice jars, and let's talk about why Charlene did the rice jars wrong, and why her supporters, I don't know what the fuck they're doing at this point. But let's talk. Y'all know I like to read and educate.
But it's not where you're worshiping deity like voodoo. Voodoo is a religion. Hoodoo, you're tapping into the spirit realm. You're tapping into the plants, the trees, the weather. You're using your spiritual essence to tap into some of those frequencies. Okay, and we understood a lot of this stuff when we were enslaved and coming out of slavery. And there's a reason why they started making hoodoo a negative thing. The hoodoo practitioners were also called root workers. Now they say herbalists, but a lot of the hoodoo practitioners, they would call them conjurers, they would call them root workers. That's why we named the deodorant root work. That was a very common term. We, as foundational Black Americans, we understood the agrarian culture and
Tina,
how
you so
to
stupid.
tap in to these natural energies. People like George Washington Carver, he was a root man, all right? We got a lot of power from that stuff. That's why it's been erased from our culture. George Washington Carver, Black people in the Black press during his lifetime, they referred to him as a root man, all right? Want y'all to understand. So how is this
Period,
different from
Tish.
Wiccan? No, this is
Period.
that European stuff is different. Because with us, man, with the hoodoo, with the root work, you got to have a certain spirit with that. And we were tapping into some of the ancestors who suffered, and some of them said, we're going to pass our spirit to you. So I'll sacrifice myself so you use my spirit so that you can get some out the game. When we look at a lot of things that our people did coming out of slavery and during slavery, one thing that's kind of erased, a lot of them were practicing root work. A lot of them were practicing hoodoo. And it's never talked about because we actually, hoodoo is not witchcraft at all. Hoodoo is not witchcraft. It's an herbalist. Somebody said it's basically an herbalist, but it's an herbalist where you're tapping into the spirit realm. You're connecting with the roots and the plants, and you're also tapping into these things spiritually. That's why there were certain rituals that went with it. And I want y'all to look, we got to understand something. Let's look at it from the scientific standpoint. We understood that plants, roots, plants, trees, we understood that plants have neurotransmitters. Let's just talk science for a minute. Plants have neurotransmitters. Plants can give off energy. All right. This is science. Plants can give you energy. Plants can receive energy. All right. Plants can give energy. Plants can receive energy. Spirits are energies. A lot of our foundational Black American families, when they were practicing hoodoo, practicing root work, some of them would infuse themselves in plants. They would draw back out the spirits out of the plants. They would come up with these different rituals to do this. Yeah, Bobby Hemmett spoke on this a lot.
I love me some
I'm
Bobby
kind of
Hemmett
putting it
too.
in
Shout out to
simplistic
Bobby
terms,
Hemmett.
but we knew how to connect our spiritual essence in plants, and we knew how to get all the good properties out of plants. Some people would send their spirit to plants and say, hey, if you need me, go to that plant and get the spirit back out. Plants hold energy and spirits, positive and negative. Yeah, George Washington Carver said he can talk to plants. That's why the white people got him. Let me tell you something. If you see one Black person who white people got, that means there's 1,000 others like him. We have to understand there were thousands of George Washington Carvers. All right. We had a bunch of them. White people just happened to get him because they saw that he was a root man, and let's keep him for us. Let's keep him for us because he was willing to just share all of his stuff because they castrated him when he was young. So he wasn't passing anything down. So he was like, hey, if y'all white people want to share my knowledge, hey, I ain't got no family. So here, I give it to you. So they come on, nigga. Because most of us, let me tell you something. I want Black folks to understand this. When slavery was over, Black people, yes, you actually can. To be honest, you can use root money. You can use hoodoo and root work to get money because that's what our families were doing. I'm telling you guys, this is not talked about. Black people who were root workers and herbalists and hoodoo people, they were making a grip after slavery, and that's why it became a problem. Black people were making a grip out after slavery doing root work. It's never talked about. It's never talked about. But going back to what I was saying about the plants, plants can give energy and they can receive energy. They've done several experiments with plants showing that a plant, if you bully a plant, the plant will wilter and die. If you talk to a plant, they always tell you to talk to plants and talk positively to plants because plants can feel your energy. So these students, they did this experiment at a school, and they do these experiments all the time with plants. Let me show y'all this, where they nurture one plant, they get the same plant from the same place, put it in like the same type of setting. One plant, they will bully it, the other plant, they will nurture it, and then they watch the results. The plant that gets bullied, the plant that receives negative energy, it dies quickly. There have been several experiments doing this. And let me show y'all this right here.
Now, did you hear what he just said about the plants? You see where she did it wrong? What up, Tamani? Anti-Lexi forgave CJ. That's what's up. Now she can move on and do her. See how easy that is? Now, did you hear what he said about the plants? So you see where she fucked up with the rice, right? Let's continue. You already know where this is going.
Just to show you how the plant thing is real. Plants can give and feel energy. Hold on.
The leaves are like yellow. I don't think that's good.
11-year-old Samantha Petragli and her mom are still trying to nurse this dead plant back to life after the fifth graders class killed it, and not with kindness.
I feel sad about the bully plan because I don't like to see anything die.
For her science fair project this year, the Comac girl and her mom bought two of the same types of plants from the same nursery. Both were then placed on the same windowsill inside her classroom.
This way it was even. They had the same amount of water, the same amount of sunlight.
The only difference, one was verbally complimented every day by Samantha's classmates, and the other was bullied. Students tracked it all by a checklist.
So the rules were, with bullying the plant, say mean things to it. Call the plant ugly. Call the plant fat. Call the plant stupid.
The plant that was bullied began to wilt right away, and after just 6 days, it died, while the one that received compliments continued to grow.
All right, so I'm just giving y'all that, letting you know they've done experiments based on this. Plants are very receptive, all right? Plants, this is just science. Plants have neuromelanin, not neuromelanin, but they have neurotransmitters. All right. Plants have neurotransmitters, and we know that. We've always known that, and we knew how to use. Where's my mods? Where are my mods? Where are my mods in here? Hold on. Where are my moderators? My moderators.
I need to
Where
go
you
be your
at?
mom
We
for
got
3 and quit playing.
some buffoons in here trying to promote their damn pages. Where are my mods? All right. But listen, they've done a similar experiment with water too. They got like water, talk to the water in a positive way, and then talk to the water in a negative way, and then the water turned different dark colors, got brown, and it started looking rusty. So water, plants, these are living things. These are living things. And we understood that. We understood the energy of plants. Plants give you energy, and you can give plants energy. And we could put our energy, and some of our people could put their spirit in these plants and then draw the spirit back out through ritualistic means. So we really understood that. And we got a lot of power from that too. This is why they started making it illegal for us to start messing with these roots, because we were using this hoodoo. We were using the energy of the plants. We were using hoodoo to free ourselves from plantations. This is not talked about. And a lot of times.
Boss lady, you said I speak into my water before I drink it. I speak into my water before I drink it. I speak good health, a couple other things that I want in the water, because of course our body, hello, water. So I tell a lot of people who are experiencing maybe negative things in their life, or they want to change their life or do something different with their life, to speak into their water. Really just speak into your water before you drink it. My husband, when I tell you, he don't got just a green thumb, he got a golden thumb. That man knows plants for real. Like, he's really good at plants. So I got to get more plants in here, but I'm not really good with the plants like that. Yeah, I don't have a green thumb. My husband, though, I need a snake plant. But my husband's very, very good. He has like a green thumb. He grows onions, so like he'll grow certain vegetables for me so I can cook with them, and it's lovely. Not couch magic. You is stupid. The government bans certain plants because of because these pharmaceutical companies need the money. They want to kill you with chemo and shit. Like, it's not even funny, in my opinion.
Some of our folks were killing these white supremacists with that hoodoo. They were getting vengeance with it. I'm telling y'all some real stuff. They were shook behind that hoodoo stuff. They didn't like that, the white supremacists, because we were using that to our advantage. If you look at a lot of people who got off plantations, there's many stories of them actually using hoodoo. And a lot of Black people were using it to get free. In 1748 in Virginia, they made it a law where it was illegal. They said, Black folks, y'all can't be out here doing that root work. You can't be sitting up with these plants, and you can't do that. 1748, they stopped that for a second. They told Black folks, y'all doing too much. They made it illegal. Y'all look up the law, 1748, Virginia. We can't have these Negroes messing with these roots and these concoctions, all of these root people. Y'all got to cut that out. Somebody said, yeah, looked like somebody put a root on Mitch McConnell, didn't it? Did y'all see Mitch McConnell? You hit that on the money. I'm thinking, did somebody put a root on his ass? Did y'all see Mitch McConnell? Let me find that clip of Mitch McConnell. It looked like somebody put a hoodoo on his ass, didn't it? Because remember, he's up here against reparations. He's against reparations. Let me see something. Hold on. Let me show that of him. That's a funny clip where he froze. Is this it? Hold on one second. Hope this is it. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Come on, thing. Okay, yeah. Okay, come on, stop buffering. Okay, well, if it stops buffering. Okay, why are you buffering? Okay, here it is. So this is Mitch McConnell. All right, this is Mitch McConnell. Hold on. Somebody put a hoodoo on his ass. Look at Mitch. Somebody hit it right. That's the first thing I thought. Did somebody put a root on this nigga? That's what the term, I'm going to put a root on you. That's what it literally means that. I'm going to get a root and put this root spirit on your ass. I'm going to conjure up an.
Yes, I know y'all know about people putting roots on people. I know y'all know about people putting roots. Some people, especially down south, they talk about it, putting roots on people. They talk about putting roots on people. And, you know, people have their reasons. If you fuck with me, sometimes you just can't be playing with people out here. So when people come to me and say, oh, Anti, be careful because people do this, there's a reason why I'm not worried, because I know how to protect myself. And I know how to give back what you send to me if you try. It's cute, though. That's why I'm not worried. And I feel like people who think they know, oh, look at what she's doing. She doing this. Yes, I do, baby. And I practice what my ancestors practice. And that's fine if you don't. It really is. Let's continue watching it.
Ancestor who's trying to get vengeance, get this root, chew it up, and spit it on your ass. Hold on.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. We're on a path to finishing the NDA this week. It's been good bipartisan cooperation and a string of
Somebody to put a root on this dude. The ancestors then got his ass. Look at him. He's stuck. Nigga, the ancestors then put a root on that ass. They don't know what to do.
Anything else you want to say? Or should we just go back to
They don't know what to do with it.
anything else to the press?
I think he done cracked his drawers.
Let's go back to
Go ahead, John.
Oh, the ancestors got his ass. Oh, somebody got a root on his ass. Oh. The ancestors say the ancestors got him stuck on stupid. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he glitched. Yeah, his batteries died. But the ancestors, that's what he get for hating on reparations. Or remember, he was hella hating on reparations. Boy, the ancestors came through. It's like, all right, we're going to take some of this. But listen, man, we were doing this hoodoo. We were using it to off these damn white supremacists on the plantation. We were using it for good things, for vengeance, for righteous vengeance, and they knew it.
No problem, Delaney. Like I said, people may not agree. They might come in here and troll and say, oh, stop doing this, stop doing that. What's the point of that? But I know me talking helps other people. Me getting the word out there helps other people. So I appreciate when I see people inbox me or post comments like that helping. I love helping people. This is what I'm doing this for. So all the hyenas, y'all can stay mad. Yes, Mitch McConnell is a monster, okay? Mitch McConnell, I'm glad they it's about time they put a root on his ass. That we need to start putting motherfucking roots on a lot of these motherfuckers. Okay, we got to get in order. We got to get in alignment. Okay? Tariq is a Cancer too, by the way. You know, us water signs be on it. We talk about a lot today, Darius. I don't know what the fuck's going on in Florida. And then in Texas, they're trying to pass a law where foundational Black Americans is not going to receive reparations at all. And we got some shit to do. We got some shit to do. I'm telling you.
There's slave narratives where they talked about somebody going to the swamp and getting a root and chewing the root and spitting it out towards the slave owner or whatever, and they doing a hoodoo ritual, and then a week later the slave master died. This was happening regularly on these plantations. That's why the white supremacists knew it was happening. They were like, no, y'all can't be doing all that. Now, it's hard for you to stop people from getting with these roots. We had to do the shit in private. We didn't stop because they were like, well, we're going to kill y'all if we see y'all mixing roots. So we had to be very covert with it. We had to be very covert. They also did the same thing in South Carolina with the Gullah Geechees. The Gullah Geechees were big on that. That's one of the reasons they didn't really mess with the Gullah Geechees like that. They say they left the Gullah Geechees alone on some of those islands around South Carolina because, well, the white people didn't want to go and be around all those mosquitoes because of the malaria. That's one reason. But another reason, they didn't want to be too close to them Gullah Geechees because them Gullahs was hitting their ass with that hoodoo. Them Gullahs was hitting them with that hoodoo and that root work. Nat Turner was dealing with hoodoo too. That's why he kept saying he kept having them visions and he saw signs from the weather and all of that stuff. That's hoodoo.
Another thing about Nat Turner, and like Florida, states like a lot of Republican states are trying to get rid of critical race theory or what they fucking calling it or whatever. They want to abolish that information. We all know in foundational Black American history, the way we were treated were brutal. It was brutal. And people who be like, oh, that happened, get over it. A lot of them aren't from here. They're immigrants. They're tethers. So they're not going to understand the situation or the trauma, or trauma affects you. If we have therapists to help us with trauma childhood and generational curses, why wouldn't you think that affect us in any way, shape, or form? Plus, we're still under a system of white supremacy. So it goes back to these people, you know, that they ate Nat Turner. They ate Nat Turner. If Black people are just whatever, why they eating us? They got a book called The Delectable Negro. They used to eat us. There is a video floating around right now with a bunch of white people. They got this chocolate person on the table and they're eating it. And they're filming it and they're laughing about it. Y'all don't think that's a ritual? Y'all don't think that's a ritual? Y'all not paying attention. And when y'all allow the enemy to know more information than you do, you get dumb, slow motherfuckers like the people we encounter on a day-to-day basis who don't know shit. They worried about the wrong things. They're not educating themselves. They're not trying to put anything back to the world. They're not trying to help shit. They're useless. But meanwhile, we have people out here fucking eating us. Let's continue.
And then that's hoodoo stuff. So out there in South Carolina, 1749, they made it illegal there too. They're like, hey, these Negroes, we can't have them out here messing with these roots. Because the thing is, a lot of Black folks, you had a brother named Dr. Caesar. Shout out to the Gullah Geechees. There was a brother, I think he was in South Carolina. They called him Dr. Caesar. He was a root man. Dr. Caesar came up with the first snake bite antidote. We were the ones who knew medicine like that. We were the first people they were going to for medicine in early America. Dr. Caesar got his freedom from, I talked about that before, from saving people using root work. He knew how to put things together and clear snake and cure snake bites. And they were like, hey, nigga, give us that formula. He's like, yeah, I give it to you. Let a player get some of that freedom though. They gave him freedom and a pension.
And speaking about cannibalism, let me tell y'all some shit that's gonna freak you out. You know they still have cannibal restaurants out here in the States. They have cannibal restaurants. I can't remember what state that was in. Let me Google it. that are still open. I gotta figure out it. I forget what state it was in, but there's a cannibal restaurant where they did serve human beings recently that they discussed. I'm so mad I don't be saving shit. Apparently it was an elite restaurant. But yeah, they had a cannibal. I'm gonna get the information and I'll have it for you guys next week. But they have cannibal restaurants that are open now. Some are talked about, some are known, some you can spot on yourself. But I'm telling you, the shit that they have against us, yes, get them likes up. The shit that they have going against us, it's not even funny. Yes, most definitely, because everybody has an agenda, and a lot of those people have poor mindsets and they're not willing to educate themselves. So, if you're not willing to educate yourself and get information on what's going on around you, you're just gonna be stuck in your shit and hate on the next motherfucker or doing something to the next motherfucker. I know that's right. Yep, but that's why there's a lot of missing women, a lot of missing children. It's not just sex trafficking; it's organ trafficking too. They stealing organs and stuff like that. They're taking little kids' organs, everybody, black people organs, to put to these other people and elites and shit, allegedly, to keep them going. There's a lot of missing children out there. They're taking these kids' body parts and shit. I want to say with one of the kids that were murdered in the school, didn't they say his organs ended up missing? Like, what the hell? Like, this is really important stuff. Yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm. Let's continue. That's it. That's what I'm saying, boss lady. They got human eat restaurants. Yes, they do.
So we were using a lot of that stuff to our advantage. One of the first recognized root work doctors from the plantation was another sister named Jane Minor. Yeah, listen, there's so many of our foundation of Black American ancestors who were practicing root work and doing phenomenal things with it. There was a sister, I think she was in Virginia. I want to say she was in Virginia. Her name was Jane Minor. She was doing root work on the plantations. This is early 1800s. Now, they had made a law against Black people doing the root work openly, but there was like a fever outbreak in Virginia, so a lot of white people were dying. So you got to understand, the white doctors back then, they were not thorough. The white doctors were not thorough back then. I want y'all to understand our history, man. Y'all better understand what they got from us, man. I want y'all to understand what they got from us. The white society had to go to us because we knew the herbs. We knew how to heal people. White doctors didn't know all that stuff back then. Back in those days, 1800s, 1700s, all they knew was to, whatever hurt, just chop it off. That was their motto. Nigga, if something hurt, if your leg got hurt, if you just chop it off. And remember, it was a brother, Onesimus in Massachusetts. He was the one who came up with the cure for smallpox. It was a brother, black dude. If you look at the slave narratives and look at the documents, we were the ones who were coming up with these cures because we were the ones dealing with herbs. White doctors didn't know that stuff. And if they tried, they became what would be known as quacks. They would try to do their white version of root work. And basically, they would do shit like sell snake oil. That's where the term snake oil salesman comes from. They sell some fake BS and lie about it. They didn't know what they were doing. You did? They had no idea what they were doing. If you really wanted to get healed, you had to go to black people. Yeah, they would just chop your shit off. If my stomach hurt, well, let's cut some of your stomach off. They didn't know what they were doing. And white people know they didn't know what they were doing. So white people were going to the black root doctors. Look up Jane Minor. And not only did this sister heal these people and save the towns from this fever outbreak, she got her freedom. They said, hey, she did such a good job, we're going to give her freedom. That sister became one of the first doctors in that area based on root work. She was doing root work. She was going around healing people, getting $2, $3, $4, $5 a pop, $5 a house call. That's a lot of money in the 1800s. The sister saved up a lot of money too.
You know what? And you're right, boss lady, because look what they done to Henrietta Lacks. That woman passed away years ago, and they're still using her cells because they don't understand why her cells are still moving and are alive, and she passed away. And they've been duplicating and using her cells. And like, y'all don't think we powerful out here? Like,
to emancipate other black people. She freed damn near 24 other black people. She was going around getting her money to free other black people. I want y'all to understand our culture. This is our culture of root work. A lot of things that we use in root work has gone into the mainstream lexicon. Even in the black church, a lot of stuff that we do in the black church, we get from Hoodoo, actually, because they were using Hoodoo and they were infusing it with Christianity. So it wasn't a separate religion like Voodoo. There would be Christian people, but they would be Hoodoo and root workers. You understand? A lot of people, you have somebody, you go to your grandmother because she was a healer? Dude, I'm telling you, black people who were root workers at one point were making more money than white medical doctors who were universally trained in this country, dude. That was the problem. Yeah, a lot of, like I was saying about the black church, a lot of the things we do in the black church comes from the Hoodoo. The whole concept of catching the spirit, catching the Holy Ghost. I call it spirit. That's from Hoodoo. Yeah, the door-to-door nurses, the house calls and stuff, we were doing that stuff. I want y'all to understand. And this has been deliberately hidden. This has been hidden from us. Now, to be clear, there were root workers who did practice voodoo too, especially down in Louisiana. You did have root work.
Louisiana turn, baby. Yes, the family got nothing. And you know, that typically happens a lot. Y'all, how many people found out a couple of years ago that Jack Daniels alcohol was made from a black man and they stole that man recipe? They talking about he gave it to him. Family didn't get shit. Some jobs. And we'll accept that. Some of us as black people will accept the crumbs these people will give us. They will, y'all, they will accept the crumbs these people will give us and be, well, at least they gave me that. At least I was able to eat the leftovers off the plate looking ass. There is a black man. I don't know where he's at. I've only seen him a few times on the internet. I don't know if he even still exists. That black man, and this is how powerful we are. And this is why they can't really kill us 100% because they still need us. That man made water from air and steam, not steam. I don't know. But he had this truck. I don't know if y'all seen it. He had a truck and he made water with it. All right, shout out to Tish for showing the love. Hold on, Tish. I got you, girl. What's a good one? I'm gonna play this every time I get a Cash App.
I know a bitch that's mad, waking up sad, cause a bitch can't fuck with me. I know a hoe that's pressed, waking up stressed, cause a bitch can't fuck with me. I know a bitch wanna fight, and I'm just like, bitch, you just can't fuck with me. I know a bitch that's pressed.
Okay, so what was I saying? I don't know where he's at. You got 9-year-old black kids, 12-year-old black kids graduating college. Then they killed the black man who created that car who can run on water. And then I think a white dude was able to pull it off too. Uh-oh, shout out to Killer. Shout out to Killer. Thank you for the contribution.
I know a bitch that's mad, waking up sad, cause a bitch can't fuck with me. I know a hoe that's pressed, waking up stressed, cause a bitch can't fuck with me. I know a bitch wanna fight, and I'm just like, bitch, you just can't fuck with me. I know a bitch that's pressed.
Yeah. So it's a lot of, this is how powerful we are as black people. And that's why when I see black people do certain things and go the way they going and they think they righteous about the shit they talk about, I just be like, you know. Not Adidas crawling back. Kanye got a lot of shit going with him. I promise you I will get some time to dissect the whole Kanye situation because it's a lot to dissect when it comes to Kanye, and it's a lot. It's a lot. And kids were shot and they took their time going in. Yep. Always, Tish. Always. Man is angry at his woman. My husband just sent me something I'm going to review in a little bit. I hope I can find a way to get the link. See, my husband be sending me the tea too. Don't get it twisted. Y'all want my husband so bad. He coming. He coming. Okay, you think I'm bad. Y'all really not going to like him. That's what I'm saying. And they take everything from us and create it as their own, and then we sit there powerless, and then we start creating the bullshit. Right. Because, and that's by design. We have to destroy each other, because if we don't, they're next. And it's so, that's why it's so easy to talk about black people. It's so easy that nobody's in an uproar, but you talk about other communities, you get your damn head split. I'm just saying. They stopped a ship a couple of months ago with a black man cut off from. I'm just saying. Hey, let me tell you something, Miss Monica. People don't, when it come to babies, honey, they did have y'all heard, speaking of, with newborns, If a woman was on her period, nuh-uh, you're going to get that baby strange. Don't hold that baby. You couldn't hold the baby when you was on your period. You know, shit like that. Talk about it, Monica. If we just look into what our family does and what our family do, and we just really pay attention to what our grandmothers, great grandmothers, and everything was into, we'd be like, wait a minute. Mom, my mouth hurt. Can I get a pill? No, go on, gargle, go on in there. Not my mouth hurt, my throat sore. Can I get a pill? Go on, gargle some warm salt, some hot salt and water. Go on, boil some water, put some salt in it, gargle, your throat will be better. Who done that? I wanted some eye drops for my eye, and I know this is not. I want some eye drops for my eye. Tell me why my mama got a shot glass with some water, put some alum in it. Put that on your eye. Your eye be better. I'm just saying, it's just so many things. If we just look in the history of what people tell us, don't let everybody in your house. It's yeah, get them. We came here with something. We built America. I'm telling y'all, we gotta go back to our roots. We gotta go back to our people. Our family loved us. They didn't want to see us do no. Come on now. Now you do got some family members that ain't shit, but that's another topic for another time. Let me continue the video.
Workers who did mix in some voodoo too. So that's why people kind of get things confused. One famous root worker / voodoo woman down in Louisiana was a sister named Marie Laveau. Where are my Louisiana people? Where are my people from Louisiana? All my Louisiana people. Y'all know about Marie Laveau? If you go down to Louisiana, there's a lot of stuff named after Marie Laveau down there. She was a real sister, thorough sister. She practiced voodoo and hoodoo too. And let me tell you something. They didn't fuck with that woman down there. White people didn't mess with her because she was the real deal. It was rumored that that woman she would use hoodoo and voodoo to get people killed. If they crossed her, they did something she didn't like, they'd be dead a week later. You understand? Marie Laveau was nobody to fuck with down there in Louisiana. Look her up. In fact, what's that show with Angela Bassett? Angela Bassett played her on, what's that show? Angela Bassett
American Horror Story.
God, I forgot that show. My wife loves that show. But Angela Bassett played her recently on that. If y'all help me out, I forgot the name of that show. But Marie Laveau was nobody to play with. Yeah, y'all know about the Seven Sisters. There were some other women down there in Louisiana called the Seven Sisters who were root workers, who made them. These sisters made a grip. They made a lot of money down there because white people were going to them. But yeah, Marie Laveau, this was a sister, and everybody knew she practiced voodoo, and she was not a joke. American Horror Story. Yes, that's the show. Yes, American Horror Story. Yeah, Angela Bassett played Marie Laveau. That's the show. That's right. And Marie Laveau was the real deal. Marie Laveau everybody would go to her, black people and white people. The white people would go to her too. So she made a grip. She would free a lot of people. She would help a lot of black people who were in court cases. She was like, hey, you go to court. I'm going to chew this root, and then I'm going to give you this, put it in your pocket, and you're going to get acquitted. And it would happen. There was a lot of stuff going on with her. And it was rumored that she went hoodoo to off a lot of the white people down there who crossed her. Anybody who crossed her, she put that root on their ass, and then they'd be up out of here. She had a lot of political influence because they were scared of her down there. They let that woman walk the street. She walked around. She walked into the white neighborhoods They were like, "Oh, right this way, Miss Laveau." All right, that's what I thought. Oh yeah, they moved to the other side of the street when she walked down. They were not trying to play games with her ass. Marie, they respect her to this day down there. They go down to her grave, and they say if you mark 3 X's on the grave, that'll be good luck. So yeah, Marie Laveau. They don't tell you about some of these ancestors and who they were and the respect that they got. And if you look at a lot of other prominent Black folks, there was a brother who was a senator.
Okay, so Flyucci, the doll will be live today at 7 o'clock. So if y'all haven't caught your flight to the airlines, I definitely would be there because I do miss her energy. I do miss her spirit. She's been a little, she's been here on live. I didn't go to her last live, but I saw the replay. Great content. So if y'all have not subscribed to Flyucci Airlines podcast, y'all make sure y'all go over there, show Heidi some love. Heal, Heidi. Heal quickly. We miss you. We love you. And I can't wait to see you tonight. Period.
In North Carolina, William Moore, that brother practiced root work. He stopped being a senator and started practicing root work full time. Yeah. Biddy Mason. I always talk about Biddy Mason in Los Angeles. She was a root worker. That's why she made a lot of money. She made a lot of money healing people, doing those money rituals, and them shits would work. She became one of the richest women in the state. The second rich woman in the state was Mary Ellen Pleasant up in San Francisco, up in the Bay. Mary Ellen Pleasant, that was another root worker. Some people said that I think she went to Louisiana, learned the game from Marie Laveau, and came out to California. Mary Ellen Pleasant, she was practicing root work too. A lot. They don't tell you all this stuff. They'll tell you about these people. They'll tell you about the success that they have. But they don't tell you all the stuff they were into, especially root work. We were getting a lot of strength from root work. In fact, one of the out here in New York, there was a slave uprising in New York in 1712. 1712, there was a slave revolt here in New York. I'm in New York right now. The revolt was started by a brother called Peter the Doctor, who was a root worker. What he did, they got tired of being, dominated and mistreated by the white supremacists. So these brothers got some roots and herbs and made a concoction and covered their bodies with it and went in the street and started slicing and dicing the white supremacists, burning down buildings. This was 1710. Not 1712 here in New York. Look that up. Look up the New York slave revolt of 1712. Peter the Doctor was the foundational Black American man who got that popping, and he was a root worker, and they did a hoodoo ritual in order to get the strength, because I think they knew they were going to sacrifice themselves, so they wanted to use whatever root they covered themselves in so that other Black people could go to that root and get strength from it when they needed it.
Okay, right.
You understand? A lot of us were using root work. A lot of our ancestors that are prominent. Frederick Douglass, he talks about going to a root worker hoodoo doctor, because when Frederick Douglass was a youth, he was sold to different people. He got sold to a hardcore white supremacist named Ed Covey. I think that's his last name, Ed Covey. Ed Covey, and Frederick Douglass was about 16. Ed Covey was a slave breaker. He was one of these white supremacists that you would send your slaves to in order to get broken. So Frederick Douglass went to this guy, and he was beating Frederick just relentlessly every other day, just beating him for no reason. And his wounds couldn't even heal because he just kept getting beaten by this white man. So Frederick said, I got to go to a hoodoo man. I got to go to one of the root workers, man, because this white man is about to break my spirit. This dude is killing my body, and my spirit is about to just go. This guy is literally breaking my spirit. So Frederick Douglass went to a root worker. He went to a hoodoo worker who was enslaved too. The hoodoo worker said, hey, look, let me take you out here to the woods. He gave Frederick Douglass a certain root. I think, and they didn't specify, I'm thinking it might have been the High John the Conqueror root, but they never specified what root it was. The hoodoo man, the root worker, gave Frederick Douglass that root and said, Fred, put this in your right pocket. Keep this in your right pocket. Take this wherever you go. You keep that root with you. No white man will ever harm you again. No white man will ever harm you again. So Frederick got that root.
All right,
Frederick went back to the
just
plantation.
dropping bombs with another contribution.
Ed Covey, the white supremacist slave breaker, tried to raise up on it.
Hold on. Another contribution. You know what we got to do? We got to pause it for a second. We got to pause it.
I know a bitch that's mad, waking up sad, cause a bitch can't fuck with me. I know a hoe that's pressed, waking up stressed, cause a bitch can't fuck with me. I know a bitch wanna fight, and I'm just like, bitch, you just can't fuck with me. I know a bitch that's pressed.
To it.
Beat Frederick again. This time, Frederick, drawing in those spirits, Frederick beat the shit out that white man. Frederick whooped that man's ass. And the man never messed with Fred no more. He never ever tried to raise up on Fred. Frederick Douglass was never harmed by another white man ever. He eventually got his freedom and went on to gain prominence. Look up, he talked about that in his autobiography. You see? A lot of us were getting strength from that. A lot of us were getting strength from root work. That's the thing that's not talked about. And you had a lot of brothers and sisters who were making a lot of money doing that because white people were going to them. You had a brother named Jimmy Brisbane out of South Carolina. This brother made a grip doing root work. There was a brother named Dr. Jim Jordan out of North Carolina. This brother was a millionaire doing root work. And his whole thing was, hey, if my shit don't work, don't pay me. Only pay me if it's working. That's how thorough he was. Dr. Jim Jordan out of North Carolina. He died in 1962. This brother was wealthy because white people were going to these folks. White people were going to them because white people knew. All right? White people knew that these brothers were thorough. Yeah, Frederick was putting hands on the slave master. But look up Dr. Jim Jordan. He was a very wealthy root worker. Going back into slavery, a brother named Henry Bibb, who got his freedom, before he got his freedom, he escaped the plantation on Christmas. He got some roots and some herbs. They told him to chew the root and spit it towards the slave owner. Then he ended up getting his freedom. I mean, just all across the board, man. Another famous brother out of South Carolina, I want to say he was a Gullah Geechee, is a brother named Dr. Buzzard. He was a very famous root worker in the early 20th century. Everybody was going to Dr. Buzzard. White people were, they don't tell you this part of history. There were so many of us, and I'm telling you about people who were famous in their day, who were making a grip, healing people. The white people were going to these folks because they knew that black folks were the real deal. There's a reason why, family, there's a reason why they put black people's faces on products back in those days, because they knew we were the real McCoy. They knew we were the real deal. Even though sometimes they would use caricatures. You remember Dr. Buzzard in Harlem? Yeah, that name, Dr. Buzzard, was a very famous name. His brand was so famous, you had other people pretending to be Dr. Buzzard. Yeah. Hoodoo is not dark. It's not dark at all, man. It's not dark at all. It's something that we use to get us through slavery hardships, and we were getting strength from that. We were getting strength from it. Hoodoo and root work was something that was working for us. And see, that's why it became a problem. And again, you had some, I'm telling y'all, just some of the people, there's so many to name. You had another sister. Okay, again, Dr. Buzzard, look up Dr. Buzzard. Dr. Buzzard, to this day, he's buried in South Carolina. People go to his grave to this day, and they scoop up the dirt and take the dirt as souvenirs so that they can have it for good luck and good health. Because they say if you go to a root worker's grave and take the dirt, that will bring good tidings and good energy to you.
And what I love about Tariq Nasheed is he's a historian. And I've been slacking, but I'm going to go to that damn Hidden History Museum. I should have been there. But me and my husband, we're going to go. Don't even trip.
But these people understand who we are. Man, y'all remember the movie The Green Mile? John Coffey? John Coffey, the character, he was a hoodoo man. Even in the script of the movie, they refer to him as a hoodoo man. That's why he was doing all of those magic tricks and all of that stuff. They embellished a lot of stuff. But that was based on the hoodoo men. And the message was, and look at the message that comes from movies like that. John Coffey, the character, they had him healing people. He had to go heal the jailer's wife and all of that stuff. And the message was, hey, look, we know that these Negroes got certain powers. Even if they're innocent, we got to use their power and get them up out of here. Let's get over it, white people. That was a message to white society. Yes, we know these Negroes. Yeah, we know they got certain powers that we don't have. We know that many of them are innocent, but these niggas are dangerous. We got to keep them caged up, but use their powers, but keep them caged up. You dig? Yeah. John Coffey, right, the Green Mile. He was a hoodoo man. He was a hoodoo man. He was a root worker. That's where the power and all that shit was coming from. Yeah? Daughters of the Dust, South Carolina. I'm telling you that this stuff, we knew what the game was. We would make songs about the hoodoo, High John the Conqueror. We would make songs about this stuff. That's our culture. That's part of our culture. We were getting a lot of strength from that, man. We knew how to tap into these herbs. We knew how to tap into the weather. We knew how to really tap into nature, man. And again, the white supremacists, the best they can do is be snake oil salesmen, which was, phony root workers. That's why white people wanted to go to us. They didn't want to deal with them snake oil salesmen. They knew that these people were phony. They wanted to go to the real deal. And again, George Washington Carver, he was a root man. And we had thousands of George Washington Carvers out here. Yeah. And let me tell you something. There was a situation, speaking of Louisiana, and also another thing, many midwives, that's why they had to stop the midwives. Many midwives were practicing root work too. Remember, there was a time when only Black women were delivering babies.
Thank you, Michelle.
When you wanted a baby delivered, you had to go to sisters. That's, again, Biddy Mason. That's why she made so much money. Foundation of Black American Women were making a grip delivering babies because we knew how to set the scene. We knew how to use the right herbs. The sisters were putting certain herbs around the house so that the baby can come in from the spirit realm clean and protected. There were certain rituals that you had to do. And white people knew, hey, if you want a healthy baby, we got to go to them negresses and have them deliver our babies. And they saw all the money sisters were making doing that. We were making a lot of money. Yeah, we used to have mojo bags. A lot of us would have the mojo bags with us. You understand? Erykah Badu, shout out to Erykah Badu. She's a doula. But sisters were the midwives, and they were using hoodoo. They were using all natural stuff. They were using root work to bring these babies in. And that's why they had to stop it, because they were making too much money. So then all of a sudden, well, you got to have a license. Yeah, that whole license thing. Anytime they start with that license stuff, usually that's designed to keep us out. Remember a few weeks ago, I talked.
You know what? That license shit is crazy. Because how many of y'all go to people who do your hair in their fucking house? And we not going to discuss how they be like, wash your hair and do all that other shit. We not going to talk about that. Okay? That's a subject for another time. But I mean, I like salons because I like the treatment, but I will sit in somebody's house, in their kitchen, in their living room, and get my hair done. I will. But you got to be, what's up, Sandra? You got to be a licensed cosmetologist all of a sudden. And Black women, we run, well, not me, because I don't know how to do hair, but all of you beautiful women out there, y'all, and some men too, slay the hair industry. Okay, slay the hair industry to the core. You got people looking out here looking like different people every day, feeling good about themselves, because if you look good and you feel good, good energy is going to be around you. So people who do hair in themselves, people have their own healing abilities in their own type of way. But now you got to get that damn cosmetology license. The bullshit. It's a lot of things. Like even with cooking, a lot of these people like KFC, they like to talk about how they did the recipe in the kitchen and how they did all this other shit. You can't even sell food in your kitchen in certain states. It's illegal. Oh, no, because you got to have a license because if this happens and that happens. Meanwhile, you could take your ass to a motherfucking restaurant, a buffet, whatever, get home, get food poisoning, and nobody gonna say nothing because you got a license. You can't sell certain things without a license. This shit is orchestrated to continuously fuck us. Just saying.
Talked about how South Carolina, anybody could practice law. All you had to do was graduate from law school. You can go practice law. When so many black people were going to law school and graduating and then helping other black people, they were like, oh, you got to go through the bar. Well, I know you went to law school, but there's a whole new process called the bar. Now you got to get your lawyer license through the bar. You got to go through us. And I don't know about all you Negroes. We're gonna throw some obstacles in there for you Negroes. They did that same thing with the midwives. There was a midwife who delivered one of our children, and she was the last midwife in LA, and they ended up getting her out of here. They threw all the red tape on her. In order to be a midwife now, if you black, you got to go through so many damn hurdles, especially in California. A black midwife, you got to go through hurdles, dude. And they did that stuff. They make you go through hurdles in order to deter you from doing that. But a lot of our people were medicine folks because, listen, black folks, we were getting the money from the black community. The black folks was coming to us because black people, remember, old black folks did not go to hospitals. Even to this day, old black folks don't like no damn hospitals. We weren't trying to go to no damn university doctor because we knew they didn't know shit. And
what I tell y'all, didn't I say this in the last live or the live before? Black people don't like doctors. Didn't I say that? I could have sworn I said that. I most likely said it.
Number two, we didn't trust them. We knew they were doing experiments on us, and we didn't want to go to their hospitals and end up dying. We knew going to the universally trained white hospitals and doctors was a problem. We stayed out of them shits, dude, because we had people in our community who hooked us up. We had people in our community who knew what they were doing. You understand? We could take care of ourselves. We knew not to go to those doctors. Those old black folks do not like going to doctors, even to this day. And white people didn't like that either. White people would go down to these root workers. There was a sister named Aunt Caroline Dye out of Arkansas, I think. She was from South Carolina, but she ended up going to Arkansas. This was a sister early 1900s. Made a grip, a very popular root woman, hoodoo woman. And she was also what's called a seer, where she tapped in so deep into the energy where she could see certain things, see things through the spirit realm, and she was very accurate with stuff. And this woman made a grip and never even asked for money. She never asked for money, but she made a lot of money because she was so thorough. People would just throw money at her. People would send her money all the time. So this woman ended up getting hundreds of thousands of dollars, buying all types of property. And Aunt Caroline Dye, look that name up. Very famous sister. She looks just like my grandmother. When you see pictures of Aunt Caroline Dye, she the spitting image of my grandmother. Very famous sister. White people. Yes, she was a seer. If you know about hoodoo, she could see things. So people would go to her, get healed, and also if they lost stuff, somebody would go to her and say, Aunt Caroline, my donkey. Somebody stole my donkey. I don't know where my donkey is. So she would conjure up roots and light certain things up and be like, hey, your donkey is in Memphis, 3 houses down from 8th Street. And then they would go to 8th Street and 3 houses down and the damn donkey would be there. She would do that type of stuff. It would freak people out, but she would be accurate to the point where all the white business people out there in Arkansas, they wouldn't even make business decisions before they went and talked to her ass. Dye, D-Y-E. Caroline.
Okay, so do you hear what he say about they messing up my stream? Oh my God. You know what? YouTube is coming for me. YouTube is coming for me because I fucked up and I started sharing Jason Black. I started sharing Tariq. I don't care though. I mean, I really don't. I don't care because I don't need to YouTube to survive. But when you start talking truth and facts, these type of situations happen. And you heard what he said, how they go to her and get information. There's people now today. There's people now today who go, they have psychics in in Wall Street. They say that a lot of these elites have their root work on in the cut. A lot of people have spoken about I want to say Cardi B, but Cardi B wasn't really root work. It was Santeria, and to tell that story, that'll be fun of the day. Because yeah. Anyway, so even with people talking about astrological signs and stuff like that, there's a reason why J.P. Morgan Chase said millionaires don't study horoscopes. Don't study. Blah, blah, blah. Millionaires don't study astrology, but billionaires do. What I am saying to y'all, if y'all don't know and y'all don't want to know, that's whatever. That's whatever you need to do. But what I am saying, if you look at what these people are doing, if you really, really pay attention to what they're doing, they do it in your face. They laugh about it. They talk about it, and they get rich. And while you sitting in your household trying to do everything right, trying to do everything righteous, trying to pray, trying to figure it out, hope is such a useless word. Hope is such. Did you hear how hope? Fucking hope, huh? That nigga went off. Dick Gregory talked about how he beat cancer. He was like, don't tell your mama I got cancer. I'm about to get rid of it. And he did just that. And he lived for a very long time. He's like, fuck hope. Oh man, I hope I could pay this bill. And you know, some of the things that we say, like, oh man, if I could just get to next month, and then you get to next month, and then it's still some bullshit. Stop saying shit like that. When like the way they teach us how to do stuff, they reverse what we know, what we should already know, what we know from our ancestors. They turn it into some bullshit. How many times have y'all heard people say, man, when it rains, it pours. If it's not one thing, it's another. These type of situations and things that you are speaking on yourself is fucking your life up. It's fucking your life up. So while you sitting there hoping and you doing the best you can, you speaking a lot of bullshit on yourself. You really are. And then you'll go to these other people who happen to not be black, and they will say things about how great their life is, about how they speak things into existence and how they do certain things and da. And we looking crazy. And we worship the devil. Every time a black person have money, it's never a time where you don't hear somebody say that's because they worship the devil. It's never on a black person merit where they just so great that they accomplish something. No, they got to worship the devil. They got to sell their soul in order to be that. Why? Because let's be real, a lot of us don't think of ourselves as high as we should think of ourselves. And that's the problem. Now check that.
Dye. Her last name is D-Y-E. Caroline Dye. Yep. She was in Arkansas. Thorough sister. And people all around the country went to her. White people were going to this sister because they knew what the deal was. They were tapped in. These sisters, they were tapped in, man. Real heavy stuff, dude. Yeah, if you're born with a veil on your face, yeah, that was another thing. What's that thing on your face? Some kids, they're born with like a little film over their face. It's very harmless. You can take it off. But they said if you're born with that, you got the power immediately. Yeah, Aunt Caroline died. Yes, thorough sister, very well respected, a popular root woman back in those days. Yeah, she lived. I want to say 100 and something. Yeah, she was about 100 and something when she died. Yeah. Yeah, when she died, they went to her house and there was a gang of money in her house. This woman, her energy was so pure, her energy was so real. People just threw money at her. She didn't even ask for it. They just threw money at this sister. Yeah. And let me tell you something. They knew how real this shit was.
You know why people have overused the terms manifest in abundance and prosperity and all of that stuff? A lot of times when people try to do that or tap into that energy, they can't because they don't believe in themselves. So you can say you manifesting all day, put yourself in that position all day, but if you truly don't believe it, you're really not doing nothing. And a lot of people who do that, they do it for a little bit. They go with the trend, or they see whatever they see on TikTok and they go with it for a minute and they forget about it the next day, because people have their own paradigm of life of what they follow through. And the paradigm usually starts within childhood. So this is why when you get older, you see a lot of people who have the certain ideologies and mindsets that they have. Because when you are raised a certain way, there's only a few people who are willing to break away the way they're raised and just learn from any and everywhere. Everybody else will kind of just conform and do whatever they need to do. And what a lot of Black children have problems with is people dimming their light. They dim their light all the time. You're always going to get somebody telling a Black child that they can't do something. Hell, you always going to get somebody that's going to tell a Black person they can't do something, period. And that's just what it is. So when you have that mindset and you don't think enough of yourself because your family members around you and people around you have told you this, your teachers, everybody's in on it with dimming your light. That's their goal, is to dim your light. They have accomplished something when they dim your light, because they don't need you to be powerful. A lot of, and that's why whatever my kids want to be involved with, I try to nurture as much as possible. Period. What Tish say? Tish, right? It's the power that I'm telling you, it's the power of the tongue.
Mommy, you want me?
I don't know why girls be fighting. I don't have. No, let me stop the line. My boys fight too. I ain't even gonna start lying. You see my daughter busting here, Mama. She over here pushing me. And you know the cold part about that? She was probably pushing her back. Now, I know they're going to be the best of friends 10 minutes later, because this is a Scorpio and a Sag. And y'all love each other and y'all hate each other, but y'all love each other. Now, what was I saying? Yeah, they say power in the tongue. They literally talk about manifestation in the Bible. I don't know. I want to say it was in Ecclesiastes. I don't remember. Yikes. Somebody going, people who know your Bible, y'all can answer that, because I know it's in the Old Testament though. And I can't remember what it is, but they talk about manifestation in the Bible. It always talks about the power of the tongue. There are people with your grandmas, your aunties, and all them stuff, your ancestors, everybody, they use the book of Psalms as rituals and spells. They say read certain chapters to get you money. You read the book of Psalms to get this. It's a whole what? The book of Psalms. They said it's nothing but spells in the book of Psalms. I'm telling y'all, If you don't study and don't pay attention, you're just not going to know. But check out the book of Psalms. And if you read certain scriptures, there's things that'll bring you money, things that'll bring you peace, things that'll bring you healing, protection. So go and check it out. I seen videos around the world I put out and it ain't happening. But you can't speak that on yourself. Hold on. I'm going to go back. How much is this is left? This is what I'll do. I'm going to go back, but I'm going to play a video from Dick Gregory, who says, if you tell yourself no or you can't do something, you done told a million cells in your body that you just can't do something. You cannot put that on yourself. I like the direction CJ is going. I know y'all like Lexi, but she's a distraction. Hinder is a girl. I mean, liking somebody is just what it is. Me personally, CJ, for whatever reason, CJ selected Lexi. That's what he wanted to do, regardless if she's a distraction or not. He picked that distraction. So we wouldn't have known who Lexi was had it been for CJ. But if they don't work out, then they just don't work out. And if they do work out, they do work out. It's just what it is. But to me, I do like the way the direction CJ is going. He is growing, but he still needs to see somebody. He needs to sit on somebody's couch and still talk out a lot of the things that he's experiencing. And let's not even talk about his past life, his emotions and all that. Let's not even discuss that. He still needs to talk to somebody because somebody tried to kill him. A few people tried to kill him. He still needs to talk to somebody about that. I love our people, but therapy is okay. It's okay to get it out. It's okay. That's all I'm saying. Now let me continue.
Was because we could use that to get vengeance too. There was a sister in Frenier, Louisiana. Where are my Louisiana people? There's a sister who is in Frenier, Louisiana. Now, Frenier, it's spelled like Frenier, but it's pronounced Frenier. It's right outside New Orleans. So there was a sister named Julia Brown. Late 1800s, early 1900s. So Julia Brown was a root woman. There was a small town, a lot of German immigrants, and there was a sister there with her husband. They didn't have access to a lot of the medical stuff, so Julia was the root woman. She was the town healer. The people there in the town, Julia Brown, in Frenier, she was the woman everybody went to get healed. She would heal everybody. She was the neighborhood doctor. And she would heal people, but they kind of took her for granted and she didn't like it. She was a hoodoo woman, a root woman, and they would call on her to get healed, but she would heal people and they would kind of shit on her. They would, this is the height of Jim Crow. They would be very discriminatory towards her. And she's like, hey, I'm healing you people and you guys want to treat me, try to come at me sideways. Okay, well, listen. She didn't like that. They crossed her. She didn't like being mistreated based on race after helping all these white people. So Julia, there were reports of her sitting on her porch. She had a house after her husband died. She was by herself. So she had a house on the edge of the swamp in Frenier. And this sister played her guitar and she would sing a song. And it would scare the white people. She would sing this song like, when I die, I'm taking Frenier with me. She kept singing this song over and over again. She would sit on her porch every day and sing this song. When I die, I'm taking the whole town with me. When I die, I'm taking Frenier with me. When I die, I'm taking Frenier with me. And the white people were like, oh, damn, why is she saying that? What the hell is she saying that for? So she kept singing this song. She kept singing, and there's eyewitnesses of people saying they kept hearing her sing this song. When I die, I'm taking Frenier with me. When I die, I'm taking the whole town with me. Everybody sing along now. when I die, I'm taking, and this was spooking their ass. So she died September, I want to say 28th, 1915. She died. So now the white people are like, oh shit, uh-oh. So she died. So the white people are like, well, damn, let's go to her funeral and let's pay respect, because I know we kind of shitted on her when she was alive, but let's go to the funeral. Let's pay respect so her spirit don't raise up on our ass. So they have the funeral, I think on the 29th or 30th. They go to the funeral. They have a funeral for her. Funeral starts at around 2 o'clock. All the white people show up to the funeral trying to pay respect at the last minute. At 4 o'clock, during the funeral, a hurricane comes through, kills half the white people in town, and completely wipes the town out. Nigga, look up the 1915 hurricane.
Get it in, girl. Let's
look
keep
up
it
the hurricane came during the funeral, dude, and wiped the whole town out exactly like she said. White folks, they abandoned that town and ain't been back since. That shit is a ghost town to this day. The white people don't touch that town. They never tried to rebuild that. They said that woman's spirit and ghost is still there. Look that up. Look that up. This is very well documented. They don't like talking about that shit. Look up what I just told you. This is very well documented. In the local paper, they kept talking about how that woman said that the town was going to get destroyed when she died, and the shit happened. You dig? That's why they don't like playing with this thing. They don't like playing with this thing. They don't like, let's not tell these niggas about that hoodoo shit. Yeah, it killed 300 people. They thought she was bullshit. Yeah? They never rebuilt that town. They're like, we're going to stay as far away from that town as possible. Over there now, there's just a little shallow grave for all the people who died. Literally the whole town got wiped out. Literally everything. Yeah? A Category 4 hurricane took that shit out. Yeah? Y'all better understand what the ancestors were tapped into. Oh, it could be dangerous if you know. Yeah, look up the lost city of Frenier. Look up the lost city of Frenier. Yeah, they don't like talking about that. Yeah. How the sister predicted, and she told him she was going to wipe it out when she died, and did it.
Okay, so that was Tariq. Y'all go back if y'all want to watch the rest of the live. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but y'all basically get it, and y'all know. Like I said, you can look in your family, your older aunties, mothers, grandmothers, and all that other stuff. Y'all already know what it is, okay? There is a reason why people with high blood pressure take a clove of garlic, wash it down with a spoonful of honey to help your blood pressure. Yeah, I'm just saying, us black people, we love garlic. We do the garlic and onion powder on everything. But I do want to address this comment with Boss Lady. I'm gonna say it, CJ need a black queen. It's not even about her being black, because the black women that he encountered or he has dealt with put us into a twist to where we're having discussions about these black queens, right? You should, I know it's good to be with our people, but we should not just and I think that's the problem that I say about how we women look at ourselves. We feel like black men owe us something because we're black, but we can act a damn fool. We gotta stop doing that. If CJ is to get with any woman, hell, she could be Mexican. If she does right by him, she does right by him. You know what I'm saying? That I feel like if a person loves you and they rock with you and they deal with you, now whether CJ should be with anybody at this point, I can't really say he should or shouldn't. It's up to him. It's whatever he's gonna do with that situation. I will say therapy will be very important for him, and it'll help him really, really grow. But just because he decides to try something different, he wouldn't have had to try anything different if the relationships he encountered was a good fit for him. We don't say Ice Cube needed to get him a black queen because Ice Cube had him a woman who was riding for him for a minute and they still together. Same with Morris Chestnut. Same with Denzel Washington. And it's not because they were black women. Yes, that had a small part to do with it, but they have beautiful spirits. They're beautiful people. Look at LeBron James' wife. You know what I'm saying? So as far as him just needing a black queen, and we need a black queen, if she gonna be a queen, she needs to be that. She needs to not be a goddamn hyena and on some ratchet shit. Next topic we're gonna talk about, like I said, Tish, I'm gonna get the information and then I'll send it to you on Instagram. But what I said about Suki with the good cuckoo. Let me see. I'm gonna see. Let me go on my Instagram real quick and pull this photo up. I'm gonna pull this photo up real quick, and I wanted to discuss. I think I'll change my password. Hold on. I wanted to discuss Suki because that's what I be saying. Like, these women, they will sell you a dream about how you can act a fool, twerk in the streets, you know, do all this other stuff and do all of that. Y'all seen Suki take a picture with Dr. Umar? I have never seen her covered so much in my life. She didn't even put on a lot of makeup. She had on a hat, some glasses on. She just, you know, oh, duh. Okay, hold on. I think he sent it to me in my messages. Oh. No, wait, hold on. I'll just go to his page. Hold on. That ain't it. Hold on. Okay, okay, I'm gonna post it right here.
If you know, yeah, look up the lost city of Frenier. Look up the lost city of Frenier. Yeah, they don't like talking about that. Yeah. How the sister predicted, and she told him she was going to wipe it out when she died, and did it. They keep saying she was a voodoo. She was not a voodoo woman. She was a hoodoo woman.
Okay. Matter of fact, okay, there we go. So there is Dr. Umar and Suki. Okay. So, like I said, women, us Black women, we know how to behave. We know how to act right. We know how to put on a good face. We know. So I'm just saying, Tish. Y'all see Suki? She got her just a little contour, got the glasses on, got the hat on. She went with the shits today. We know how to act. Black women know how to act. We know how to behave ourselves. This is why when I call out hyena behavior, a lot of these females be mad because I be telling on them. And y'all telling yourselves because she not twerking. Suki, I'm gonna show you who Suki is. Hold on. She calls her name. She says she's Suki with the good coochie. So she's a Instagram influencer, I believe. Let me see if I can search up what she got going on. Yeah, Suki Good Coochie. This is Suki. Sukiana. Okay, I think she made a couple of songs, and in that particular song,
I probably fucked their baby dad.
Oh, what you did say?
I probably fucked their baby dad.
Oh, that's why they mad. I bitch made it out the hood. I respect it. Try to vote, Fred. Try to vote, Fred. Try to vote, Fred. Try to vote, Fred.
I think bitches mad because I probably fucked their baby dad.
that's Suki. So that's why you didn't know who she was. She said, huh? So who? Anyway, that's Suki. She looked a hell of a lot different from that. That's why nobody recognized her, no knew who she was. So she wasn't doing that on Dr. Umar. She wasn't doing all of that on Dr. Umar shit. She was not. Hold on, that's coupon stuff. We'll discuss that a little later on a later date. So let's go back to Dr. Umar. He taking pictures, and you know Dr. Umar, I don't care. He be doing a lot. I'm not even gonna read that long paragraph he got going on. You know, it is what it is. But A lot of us black women, we do know how to act. We do know how to present ourselves in public. We do know how to do all this stuff. And people get mad. Let me just live my best life. Let me just do children. Now, I don't think Suki got kids. Did she got kids? Because I don't really follow her. And then you got the go on queen. That's why I'm like, okay, I get the name queen, but I really don't. I'm not feeling the name queen because every time you get a name with queen, it's connected to something ratchet. I don't know. I think she raps. I think she raps too, but she's just a reality star. Maybe we'll make a reality star who raps, if you will. Mm-hmm. You lying. For real? She got 5 kids? Oh, wow. She the one had a reality TV show with Jay Wow? Okay. Wow. I did 5 kids for real? I don't know. So, but this is what I say, because there was an incident where she went on Gilla, we that's for another topic on another day. But 4 or 5 kids. Okay. I didn't know she had kids. That's crazy. But I don't know. When I address this situation and I address how things are with us women, people be like, let me live my best life. Let me do all this. And then you guys will say black women are over sexualized. So which one is it? Are we over sexualized? Are we over like and you know what? They dug into India Ari's ass. They came for her. And you know, India Ari, we already know what song she was on. I'm Not Your Average Girl on the video. Like, y'all already know how India Ari came in the game. And they disrespected that woman. Oh, she's such a hater. She's such a, start doing that cancel culture bullshit. You stupid. You ain't seen the school, girl. We seen the school. We seen the school, honey. Anyway. Yeah, they ripped into India Ari. Speaking of ripping into, y'all, and I didn't bring this up last Sunday and I was supposed to, so we're gonna run that back a bit. Kiki Palmer is now celebrating her single sisterhood. Did she? I seen the school. It had it's just not, I don't know. Yeah. India Reed, she had a lot of good songs. She had a lot of good hits. But Kiki Palmer is celebrating her singlehood. She is celebrating, yay, I got rid of the dude. I'm a single mother. Let me see if I can find that video with Kiki Palmer. Hold on. I'm gonna find it on here and then look for it. Hold on. Let me find it. Kiki Palmer. I'm gonna see if I can find it, y'all. Hold on. Cause she I guess she did some type of concert thing where she was like, fuck niggas and I got rid of that nigga or some crazy shit. Why can't I find it? Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. I'm looking to see if I can find that video. Killer, didn't you send me that video? Oh, yep, you sure did. Okay, I got it. Hold on. Hold on. Let me go to it. Earthquake, got it. Ooh, earthquake. The way to Corey, never mind. Never mind. If y'all know, y'all know. I'm gonna do it like this. There we go. All right, this is Kiki Palmer now. Let's watch that again.
Little booties matter. My son gave me some ass. I'm my own boss and I got my own cash. I don't need a nigga, only thing I need is a bag.
You hear that? I'm gonna play it one more again.
Little booties matter. My son gave me some ass. I'm my own boss and I got my own cash. I don't need a nigga, only thing I need is a bag.
I don't need a nigga.
Little booties.
I don't need a nigga. All I need is the bag, the money, the bag, right? That's what we telling other black women. Yes, Tish. Yes. That's what we're telling. So Kiki Palmer, I don't know if you heard about what happened with her, but Kiki Palmer was in a relationship with her baby daddy. They were together, and then she went to a Usher concert and she had her booty cheeks out. So and she didn't have them out, but they was out. She had on this dress and then she had the, shebang bang bizzle, and everybody was talking about it. But I noticed when people talked about the situation with Kiki Palmer, they only showed her showing the front part of the dress, which makes the dress look really normal. And then when you turn around, you didn't know she had all that going on. So she was dancing on Usher and doing all this other stuff. Oh, you asking why she's, I don't know. I know the sisterhood loves to keep black women single. So they're celebrating that this woman is single. They're celebrating that this woman is single. She went full-blown ratchet. They're like, yes, queen. Yes, girl, you're single. Like, this is what the type of shit that these type of women promote. And she's going along with it, talking about, I don't need a nigga. All I need is a bag. And that's how a lot of these women think. That's why a lot of these women are still single. That's why a lot of these women hitting the wall, because they getting sold the okie doke. Miss Independent, Miss do all of this. And then when it's time to pay them bills, because you can't, because you done did some stuff, you wasted your whole life either getting a bullshit degree or just thinking you could just run through life without, you know, what we think about men, well, not me, but a lot of these hyenas out here, they don't give men enough credit where credit is due. They don't support men. They think men are lower than they are. But then they wonder why. I don't know if she's a daytime talk show host. Not Tiana Taylor, but you know what? Tiana Taylor does not get enough credit. But Tiana Taylor has a beautiful family. Her and her husband show so much love with each other. They just do whatever they do. And she doesn't get a lot of credit for that. That's not somebody that... And then, you know, Kiki Palmer used to get advice from Steve Harvey about what type of men she should select and everything. If your baby daddy is all this and you didn't need a nigga, why did you have a baby with him? So now you're great. You're good with not giving your son a fighting chance with both parents. And me personally, whatever happened between the situation between them two, I don't think that's beyond having a conversation. I think they can have a conversation and work that out. But there's a lot of women who do not like discipline. They do not like authority. They just want to go out there. They want to fuck, suck, and do all they want to do, and then tell the man who has a lot of money to take them as they are because they made mistakes. And we got to just do better than that. We got to do better than that. We can't just be like, just take me because I'm here. Just take me because I'm a black woman. That's how a lot of these hyenas out here think. And then when it's time and time get past, and when they get their 50 and 60s, they're relying on their children to be their emotional support system. They're relying on their children to do everything for them. This is why you have these sister daughters. This is why you have these son husbands, because they couldn't cut the relationship out. They couldn't figure out what the hell was wrong with them to be able to communicate with another person. They couldn't go and seek whatever help that they need. And now you can't know, you don't even know how to deal with a man. You don't know what you can do to even have a man. Now you done hit the wall. And now your kids are going to be your emotional puppies. This is why you got people like Blueface Mama. Blueface Mama in all the business. What up, Pop? Blueface Mama in all the business. She got a super son husband. She don't want nobody. And look how Blueface behaves. He don't even like his mama. Look how he treat women. Oh, a single mother raised Blueface. So everybody talking about single motherhood and how amazing it is. Yes, there are single mothers out here who be just doing the best they can with what they got, providing for their kids. But for these ratchet heifers who keep trying to figure like out their stuff and not worried about their kids, those kids are being left behind and they raising themselves. And then this is what the type of relationship pool we get. And you get these Ray Rays and Pookies out here. You guys have these babies by Ray Rays and Pookies, and then y'all get mad at the men when you should have got mad at yourself because you did not vet these men. You did not. From what I saw, Tish, I don't watch Tiana Taylor a lot, but for the little clips that I seen, I thought their relationship was good. I didn't know she was talking down about the marriage. Then somebody posted something where, y'all remember that Black Love TV show where they had Tia Tavera? They showed all the people that was in that show, all of them divorced. All of them divorced. I didn't know she talked down to her husband, though. I'm gonna need her to get that together. A lot of people think, but it's not even just getting pregnant is cute. A lot of these women get pregnant to trap men, get pregnant to get the bag. Their intentions is never to get a family. Their intentions is never to grow. Their intentions is never to do any of that. They just want the money, or they want a baby because they know if I have a baby, that's my child. My baby's going to love me forever. It's never on no shit that is supposed to be on. And then a lot of these women who have these babies feel like those babies are theirs. The fathers ain't got shit to do with it, even though the fathers have half. You went half on the baby. You got half, he got half. You can't split it up, but you guys sharing the baby. So a lot of these women who be having these babies, I feel like it's getting to the point where it's getting so bad out here. They if you want to pass out licenses, motherfuckers just start have licenses to have babies. And I can't even say that because that'll be definitely used against us. But we need to do better. We need to vet these men. We need to start selecting the better men than a lot of y'all are selecting, because if y'all select these good men, y'all wouldn't be talking about how horrible the baby daddy you is that you chose. You decided to have a baby with this man when there's so many parameters and so many type of protection to prevent you from having babies with this man, and you had it. And if you had it, that's fine. But it's not time to discover who you are and seek it's too late for that. You're gonna have to figure that out when your kids is grown. And there's too many women out here. It's babies having babies. I gotta find myself. You should have found yourself before you introduce another life in this world. Exactly. Boys pay attention on how their mothers is and how their mothers are, and they will go get them a white woman or a Hispanic woman or any woman from any other culture because they don't even like their mother, because their mother has shown them, I don't know if I want to deal with that. There was a woman on Kevin Samuel's video who admitted that all of her boys are single and they told her they would not want to date a woman like her. So what does that say about you? She said everybody on reality TV get divorced. Well, is Rev Run and his wife still together, or did they get a divorce? Niecy Nash, yup. Child. I wasn't mad at her outfit. I was mad at that thirsty vaccine dance. Not a vaccine dance. Hold on. A woman doesn't always need a man who wants an annoying man around being jealous all the time. Damn, that sounds like a female who struggled hard. Why do you keep attracting those type of men who hate you? What's wrong with you, girl? That's it. But didn't Felicia Rashad just say that it's something within yourself? What's in you that keep attracting that? Because whatever it is, you need to figure that out and adjust it so those type of men won't be in your vicinity and you stop having these babies and getting mad. You got to vet better. Yeah, Ice Cube is dope. Ice Cube is dope. And men, you guys gotta practice dick discipline, please, because these hyenas getting pregnant, they ready for the bag. That's what I'm saying. We supposed to be sympathetic to you to a certain degree, but not to the point where you're a victim all your life. Okay, situations happen, you made a mistake. That's probably the dude you shouldn't have chose. Okay, choose better next time. Stop having poor pussy management is what I'm trying to say. Poor pussy management will get you caught up all the time. You gotta do better with it. If you want the life that you claim that you want, do better. But women, I want a thug. I want a hood nigga. I want this. I want that. He got to be 6 foot and above, a nice chest, make a lot of money, at least 6 figures, and y'all never even reach $30,000 a year in y'all motherfucking lives, and y'all got your nerve to say you want a man with 6 figures and you couldn't get 6 figures your damn self. Y'all be in these Section 8 homes and receiving all types of food stamps and all types of county. No shade to the people who just need help for a moment, but I'm talking about these heifers who spend their money on the club, sell their food stamps instead of buying it for food for their kids. Them type of heifers, them hyenas, those women, those type of women will do that. They'll go to the club, they'll see, oh, he fine, he look like he got money. It's a damn shame that you black women out here that's doing this shit is looking at a man's shoes to see what money he has. Even with the shit with Mr. Cryer, when he doing these trap videos of, hey kid, she's like, I'm not dating nobody from McDonald's. Why would you even approach me? Do you see that I look like the fuck? And then he walked up to his fucking Lambo, and then they came back, well, oh my bad. Like, why are we doing that? You couldn't even afford a Ferrari yourself, or a excuse me, a Lamborghini yourself, but you want this man to make all of that. But then you'll be overweight, you'll be ugly, you'll be all this stuff, but you want a man like that, and you don't even qualify for the bill that he wants. You don't even qualify. You're not the woman that he wants. And the problem is, women gotta we done got sold a fairy tale that all women are beautiful and all that other stuff, and it's great to have confidence with yourself. But please, women, we got to start learning to know our rate. You got to learn to know your rate. If men got to know what they look like and how they can maneuver in this world because they are told very young where they rank in life, you got to start doing the same. I'm so sick of all these females on here talking about they bad bitches and they just bad built. And then they'll tell a man he ain't shit, and the man got more to him. Just like that one chick they was interviewing, and she was like all happy. I make $35,000 a year, looking at the dude like he a scrub and side-eyeing him, and he said he make that in a month. So, and she, I don't care. That doesn't impress me. No, you're embarrassed because you should have just shut up. It's sad. That's why they say women act like children, because our behavior be so irate. It is definitely lack of communication. People need to learn communication skills and conflict resolution. Conflict resolution. Didn't her baby daddy go on a podcast with her and explain his actions? I'm not sure. If you got the link, Mickey, send it to me. Send it to me. I'm 19 and like having fun with a second daddy. And hopefully, Sasha, you learn something and you don't be 30 years old with 4 baby daddies talking about how you don't like men because you wasn't paying attention and you wouldn't read the room and you was falling for this sisterhood. 19 is pretty young. 19 is pretty young. And I know at 19, a lot of y'all think y'all know everything and y'all want to support. But don't put yourself in a rabbit hole and write a check your ass can't cash. Don't put yourself, because make no mistake, whatever man you choose, you got to remember at the end of the day, no matter how much y'all feel like he a bitch ass nigga or he whatever he is, you chose him. Now, when you get in situations where you select somebody and maybe they pulled the okie doke, maybe there was the signs you decided to ignore, okay, make adjustments, fix it. But don't become a victim and say, oh, well, this happened. Yeah, she's a child. And, you know, it's funny because she's a prime example of a 19-year-old girl. They think, and 19 is your prime. You got about till 24, maybe even your 30s to really solidify a relationship to where you have somebody that you can grow with. But if you already have that hyena mindset, you're going to have a lot of trouble. You're going to have fun. You're going to run that body count up. You're going to do all of that stuff. And then you're going to hit the wall. Everybody's trying to prevent that for a lot of these women out here, because we can't procreate and build ourselves as a society with these hyenas. We just can't do it. And this is why I say men need to practice discipline, and they need to know the mindset of a lot of these women, because if they think like Sasha, okay, I've been talking to Lexi and I told her to stop throwing shade to. Okay, Tabani. I'm grown. Thanks. That's what I'm saying. See, she's already coming off aggressive. She's already coming off like she got a chip on her shoulder. You know what I'm saying? She's already coming off as such. And hey, More power to you, boo. I hope you figure it out. I hope you get whatever you gonna get. And I'm not even trying to be funny, but the only way you'll learn something is if you're willing to learn. And there's a lot of women with that type of mindset. They think Kiki is right for behaving how she's behaving. But if you are trying to, she was talking about marriage once upon a time. Men hold the key to marriage. Men decide who they're gonna marry. Women don't decide that. Men decide that. So at first she was talking about she loved her little family and all of that stuff, and now she's talking about all I need is the bag. And women are celebrating this. They're celebrating single motherhood and baby mama culture, and that needs to stop. They need to get their credit up and stash for the rainy day bag. Child. No, Red Road and his wife is still together. Okay, cool. I was just asking because so it's Rev Run and his wife, and then it's Tiny and T.I. who's still together. That's a fact, Tish. They do blame men for their own issues. They go through these experiences in childhood. They don't talk to nobody. They don't get any information. They don't seek to heal themselves. When women get out of bad relationships or they have a bad upbringing, the first thing they do when they get a man, they want the man to fix it for them. And nobody tells them or giving them an understanding that it's not the man's job to fix your emotional and psychological issues. It's your own. And the reason why you are attracting, or you may be attracting, a lot of these men that are not wrapped too tight or pookies and ray-rays is because of the mindset and the energy that you carry. It's usually the energy that you carry and you're inviting. If you're a pushover, you're allowing people to use you. You got to set boundaries. If you just one of them heifers who just out there having it, you're going to get just that. Right. You got to know in every situation that takes part, you got to know the part you played in it. Was Kiki Palmer's dude wrong for blasting her on the internet? He probably should have had a conversation with her privately, but hey, he might have felt like she embarrassed me publicly. I'm gonna embarrass her publicly. Men do have egos, and they do have things going. Like, if you're supposed to be a representation of that man because you guys are supposed to be get together, why do you think he would want that representation of you out there like that? Now, Russell Wilson, he allows that with Sierra, and that, that's what he want to do. And I see a lot of people get on him because they're like, man, he let her do whatever, but that's that man's household. And if he want to run it like that, he want to run it like that. Kiki Palmer, baby daddy, did not want that. That's why she's still a baby mama. If you're going to have a baby mama mindset, you're going to be a baby mama. Like Miss Nick, baby pregnant by 26. Who? That's why Charlene in the rut she is in now. She thought CJ had money. He was the one argument from being homeless. Damn. If I'm choosing wrong, it's me that's the problem. Facts. You are black too. You do know. Of course I know I'm black. Why wouldn't you think I would know that I'm black? That's so weird. Girl, I know you 19, but even at 19, I wasn't that off. I had some shit that I need to take care of, but I was pretty smart at 19. That's why I was able to get out the dumb shit when I hit my mid-20s. Okay? Girl, don't embarrass yourself. Slow down. Slow down. Ooh, child again. And you be wondering who parents raise these kids. That old man, aka they think, and that's a problem with a lot of black women. They think everything is the color purple. They think everything is a color purple. I don't need no man. They'll tell their daughters this, and then their daughters will grow up and say they don't want marriage, they don't want all that other stuff. And you're right, Killa, because even with the situation with Charlene, she didn't believe in marriage because her mother didn't believe in marriage, and look where that got her. Now, whether that happened or whether they was going to be cool or they not was going to be cool, she lost out on a lot of stuff that would have been very beneficial to her if she did sacrifice her time. But, child. Why are you telling much money you make? Who telling how much money they make? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to catch up on the comments. Women need to stop dating their sons too. That's weird. Yes, they will emotionally attach to their sons, suffocate their sons emotionally, and get mad as fuck when their sons out here dating girls and trying to figure out where they're gonna go next. It's a hot mess. Nobody getting this coochie. Well, I'm glad. Keep it tight. Keep it good. It's better for all of us at this point. Look at her. Look, she said, "Can't nobody have it but Chris Brown, a man who has been publicly known to put his hands on a woman." I can't make this shit up. And you know what? If you don't qualify, Chris Brown likes his women a certain way. If you don't qualify for that, you're not getting that either. What up, PJ? That you see how quickly people forget about things? That's crazy. Yeah, girl, keep them legs closed, baby. That's the best thing you said in the whole comment section. He should have had that conversation in private, but the disrespect, exactly. So, you know, he was matching energy. They both was wrong. We shouldn't really be in their business like that. They was both wrong for that. Girl, I don't care what T.I. and Tiny go through. They gonna stay together. It's like Cardi B and Offset. They gonna stay together. 29, thought she was in her 40s or late 30s. You know what? Yeah, don't nobody care about her snapback. It's just like, if you're really trying to have a family with this man and be something, then that's what you're trying to do. She is grown, and some people just have to live the life they choose. They're not open-minded. Everyone has to learn their own lessons. Some learn from advice, some learn for experience. And the ones that learn from experience, baby, you can go on TikTok and you can see plenty of women who learn from experience, crying that they divorced their husbands, crying that they was listening to their sisters and cousins as best friends, and now they're alone. And I think too, women need to stop pretending like they don't care about being alone. Everybody needs somebody or something around them to give them some type of comfort. This is why a lot of single women have who children are out the home. A lot of them have animals. It'd be lonely as fuck when you single. I've been single before with no kids. And let me tell you, when I got home from work, it was quiet than a motherfucker. All I had was a TV, a bag of chips, you know, maybe some spaghetti. It was boring as hell. Just, it's not, in my opinion, it's lonely as shit. That's just my opinion on it. Some people like being by themselves for long periods of time. I'm not one of those people. I don't like a lot of people at my house now. I ain't social like that. But, you know, hear this no in service shit. You talk like a black man who hates women, or a white person. You are black. What is wrong with you? What are you even saying, Sasha? Sasha, if we're going to have a conversation, boo, you're going to have to learn how to, like, what are you talking about? I didn't see the new one because I'm pretty sure the new one was going to be like the old one, and I seen the old one, so I'm kind of over it. Her comment on the video of a black family, I agree. The death of a... What comment, Ray? What video is that? Yeah, but hey. Oh, Killer said he never seen The Color Purple. Oh, you ain't missing nothing. You ain't missing nothing. You're not missing nothing. Yeah, you know what? After a certain point in time, people got tired of watching slave movies. They really did. I qualify that. Yeah, I qualify. That's why these men are so jealous. So this is why I can't wait till my husband bless y'all with his presence, because we was having a conversation last night, and he said some real. My husband is always saying some real ass shit. Sasha, you 19 years old, right? If you qualify, you would have already been snatched up. There's a such thing out here called pretty privilege that a lot of these women have. And a lot of these women with pretty privilege really don't have to do much of nothing. Like my husband said, the streets is going to take care of a pretty woman. The streets is going to take care. How many social media influencers like Ruby Rose? The streets is taking care of her. She traveling, she doing all this other stuff. She doing everything. She ain't got to do nothing because she has pretty privilege. Men like that is gonna snatch up a woman. Probably not her behavior. She a little bit of a hyena, but you get the gist of it. If you qualify, I don't know what you look like, but I know you're not confident within yourself to actually have your photo in your profile. So I can only go by that. If you are very confident with yourself, it wouldn't be an issue for you to show yourself. And if you want to boost yourself with confidence, that's fine. That's perfect. I'm not going to tell you how you look. Only you know how you look. But let's not pretend like you don't know how you look. And that's no shade at all. But men are not going to be jealous of a beautiful woman. They're going to actually want to speak to a beautiful woman. They're actually going to want to get to know a beautiful woman. And if your personality matches that beauty that they're hoping that you have, they're going to do even more. It's going to grow from there. If men are jealous of you, supposedly, I would like to see what type of personality you have, and how you came in here already kind of already shows me what type of person you are. And it's not really an appealing type individual, in my opinion. But hey, somebody might like it. Another vaccine man, Sasha ain't even, he don't want you. Mm-hmm. We're in the city, girl time said. I'm telling you, it's a hot mess. You gave an example of someone telling some guy how much he made, and he made more. That it was a podcast. It was a podcast of this guy, yeah, and he was asking her what type of dude she want, and she just wanted to brag about it. I guess she wanted to brag about how much money she made, and unfortunately for her, the other dude made that in a month. So, you know, that's fine, Sasha. Good luck, girl. Good luck. Talking about CJ was going to marry Charlene if she was okay with it. Could have got, yeah. Yeah. I love the movie The Color Purple. I read the book. The book was like very, like, I read a couple of pages and put that right back down. Facts. It's a musical. I just wasn't interested. I just wasn't interested. Tish, she gonna find out. I'm telling you, life is just gonna teach her. Our life is gonna teach her, baby. She gonna learn. Hey, when you're 19, you might not know much, but by the time you get up there, you gonna learn one way or another. This is why I don't like teenagers, because they suck. The ones who have pretty privileges is usually the ones that gets dogged out. It depends on who. It depends on who and what the situation is. It depends on who and what the situation is. Eventually, though, Ruby Rose and all these ladies with pretty privilege, they are going to get played out. They are going to get played out. They really are. Anyway, every time I go out with a guy, he's possessive and jealous. Who needs that? Stop selecting these possessive and jealous men. Why are you putting yourself in a position? What is it within you that are attracting these type of men? What are you doing? I would love to see how that works out. Like, I would love to see how that works out. How do you know they're jealous? That's a good question, because if you the one talking about you selecting these possessive and jealous people, then you're finding out, right? I'm telling you. And you're August 15th. So you rush into shit, and then when the shit fucks up, it's oops. A lot of times you don't think when you do the things that you do, and then you blame other people on the reason why you single when you don't vet these people. You just rush right into it, and you go by basically solely just off looks. And then when you have the conversation, you get disappointed. Exactly, killer. Girl. Tish, I think we're talking to a delayed child. You're not being funny. Okay, she gonna find out though, but I have a feeling based on her personality, she rushes into a lot of things without thinking about it. She really does. Now she giving Leo's a bad name. Oh my God, let me sip on it. Well, dilly dally. That's what I gotta say about that. Well, good luck, Sasha. I hope it works out for you. I hope your dad is giving you whatever advice you need to succeed. Keep up the good fight. Enjoy your single life, baby. That's what you want to do. That's your life, boo-boo. That is your life. Now, there was one other topic I wanted to discuss. It was that fake lottery winner. One thing I want to say, I'm probably going to pronounce her Wait a minute. Yeah, if you happy being single, Sasha, why you keep going on dates? Pop said her birthday is Friday. There, her Cash App. If you want to show some Pop some love for her birthday, there it is. There you go. But if single life is so great, why are you going out on dates? Why are you being around people? Be single. Single is one. That don't. What Kevin Samuel say? Buy a dog and die alone. But Sasha, the energy you give me a very narrow type mindset. Look at everything is transactional. Everything is transactional for her. Dating is fun, free food, free concerts, free trips. That I can't make this shit up. Everything is transactional for her. So when they're done using her up in the game and she hit the wall, whose fault is that gonna be? Hers. And this is how a lot of these younger women think, if that's really going on. Yeah, my husband had questions. He said, if you single, why are you dating if you enjoy being single? And Love, she said it was because of the free food and shit. So you're broke. So you broke and you got to live off of other people. How is that being? Oh, you didn't say independent. Thank God you didn't say independent, girl. She said this came. Y'all see what I'm talking about? A baby hyena in the making. A baby hyena in the making. Y'all, if y'all do not get that dick discipline together, that is what you're going to be stuck with. Definitely. She broke. No, you don't. Dating is not for single people. Well, it's for single people, but you don't want to be alone. Yeah, you're very dependent for somebody who don't want to be single. You want somebody to provide for you and do all this shit for you. She giving me Raylan Watts vibes. Very dependent. Hey, Sasha, if that's what you want to do and you want to do that, come join. If I'm still on YouTube 20 years from now, let's talk. I'm telling you, I mean, if you... She sound like a hyena, Richard. She gonna find out, though. The way these men gonna do her, she gonna find out real quick what it is. You young and beautiful for a certain amount of time till that life hits you. And when that life hits you, it's gonna be lit. Yeah, she broke. She 19. She's still living off of her parents. So... That yes, thank you, Love, for correcting me. My husband said dating is for people who don't want to be single. You date in order to get married. So you dating doesn't make sense. Young, dumb, and full of cum. Most of my friends are tied down and can't go to Paris tomorrow. The reason why your friends can't go to Paris tomorrow is for whatever reason. They probably don't even fucking want to. I went to Jamaica this year. You can travel and be in a relationship. Me and my husband both went. I personally don't want to go to European countries at this point in my life. And there was a TikTok, speaking of Paris, there was a TikTok that I just seen where this guy, he was getting dragged, but he was getting cheers because he went to Paris and he said all they got is the fucking Eiffel Tower, and he was pissed off. He said it smells like piss and shit over there. Oh my God, it was bad. Oh, yeah, we know she giving up the goods. Free is not free. She got to give up something for those perks. Yeah, she not telling the whole thing. You not no virgin. You out there having it. To come doesn't touch my body. Oh, okay, so you wear condoms. That's cool. That's cool. PJ said, hide the money, y'all. There's poor people in here. Oh my God. Y'all are so stupid. Oh my God. Girl. Richard said Sasha might as well drop her menu in the chat. Oh my God. Y'all are stupid. You seen that? Ray, did you see that shit? Girl, he was so mad that he went to Paris. He said it smelled like piss and shit, dead bodies. He showed the graffiti on the wall. He was mad as fuck. He said, I waited all my life for this bullshit. He was mad as hell. He said the food nasty. Yes, Paris wasn't Parising for him. Let me see if I can find that TikTok. Because he was mad as fuck. Hold on. He was mad as fuck at Paris. Hold on. Not use your tax money to see the world. Not use your tax money to see the world. Sasha, if you are a virgin, then Jesus Christ is in my living room. So we believe you, girl. Yeah, it sound good. Yeah, I'm a virgin, you guys. Yeah, okay. She did change her story about 10 times, didn't she? She really trying. That's crazy. She really trying. It's sad, ain't it? She talking about dirty ass Paris. Girl, the people in Paris is mad as hell. They was in there talking about, yeah, Paris. The people from Paris was talking about that shit too. They was like, the people in Paris, that shit. Let me see if I can find that TikTok. Let me see. Because he was like, don't come to fucking Paris. That nigga was mad. He was so pissed. Let me see. Hold on. I didn't mean to take the video. Let's see if I can find it.
Make me if it's all part of a dream, 'cause maybe it feels like heaven.
Okay, it says, don't plan a trip to Paris now. It's disgusting. You guys see all the trash?
Oh, Jerry, bonsoir.
You see all, ooh.
Enchanté.
Shit, I wouldn't go to Paris either. Hell no. Girl. Oh no, baby. Have fun in Paris, Sasha. Enjoy, boo-boo. Oh my God, how embarrassing. Wow. Girl, you better, if you going to Paris, you better cancel that trip quick. What the fuck?
Your hands.
You know what? This is why when I want to go places, I go on YouTube. I go on YouTube first. The best advice when you travel is go on YouTube. The best advice is to go on YouTube and type in wherever you want to go, type in the resorts because there's a lot of people who will show you that there's a lot of traveling vloggers out here. So take your ass on YouTube, search the places you want to go. Every place that I search, I like to see the rooms for where I'm telling you, it saved my life. When I was looking for a trip to Jamaica the first time, I looked. When I took a trip to Hawaii, I didn't know that. What up, Kwani? Girl, Paris ain't it. Don't go. I'm not fuck.
Make me if it's all part of a dream.
I hate it here.
Okay, if you've traveled to Paris, you probably know exactly what that girl is talking about. I've been to Paris a couple times, and it is one of my least favorite places to go. The only reason I go there is because it has really cheap flights from America. And I don't mean any offense to any French people living there or anybody who loves Paris. I'm just telling you what I saw when I was there. First of all, it's super dirty. Like, there's trash everywhere. Second of all, it's kind of dangerous. Like, there's sketch people everywhere also, and there's a lot of pickpockets, and like, I have a lot of people that have gotten robbed in Paris in broad daylight. Number three, the people are just mean, and like, I know like stereotype that French people really don't like Americans, but there it's like extra hard. Workers are always on strike, so trains don't go on the right schedules. It's hard to get around. Trash piles up. Comment if you want more of my list.
Well. Mm, mm, mm. Well, Sasha, enjoy Paris. Did you say Paris, Texas? PJ, you so stupid. Y'all are dumb. Have fun, Sasha. Have fun. On the 20th of September, I will be at BeautyCon LA. So you enjoy Paris. I will enjoy BeautyCon, and we will move on with our lives at this point in time. They didn't have terrorist attacks throughout their years. Child. All right. Well, where are you staying in Paris? What's the name of the place you staying at in Paris? What's the name of it? Oh, did you send it to my Tish? Send it to my Instagram and I'll do it. Where are you staying in Paris? What is the name of the place? You have to ask your guy friend so you don't know where you're going. Okay. Anyway, shout out to Tish for the donation. You know what that means?
I know a bitch that's mad, waking up sad, cause a bitch can't fuck with me. I know a hoe that's pressed, waking up stressed, cause a bitch can't fuck with me. I know a bitch wanna fight, and I'm just like, bitch, you just can't fuck with me. I know a bitch that's pressed.
All right. Okay, girl. Oh no, I seen Paris. I'm good. I'm good. You know what? I've never even had an inkling to want to. I travel Paris. You know, I'm not into going to European countries at this point in time in my life. Maybe that will change later, but I'm not interested in it. If I go to a different country from the countries that I've already traveled, I might see what Thailand's talking about. Why would you show that part? What part? I've never been to Paris to show you any parts. I'm only going by what people saying about Paris being trash. And you see the trash near Eiffel Tower. If I'm traveling to Paris, I'm not going to want to see the Eiffel Tower and a bunch of shit right next to it. I'm just not. So what I do when I travel, I like to look at the places before I go. Oh, okay. I see you, baby. My husband said she not going. She needs to stop. Yeah, I mean, my parents have been to Greece. You know what, Sasha? I know it's good to talk about other people's accomplishments, but when you're an adult, bragging on what they've done is not the same thing of what you're doing if you're trying to portray something, right? So he asked if you've been to Greece. He didn't ask if your mom and daddy been to Greece. Okay, we got to teach you how to be an adult because you're 19, right, guys? This is gonna be fun. Y'all ready? My parents, it's not bragging because you didn't go. Like, that's just like me saying, you know, my mom went to Hawaii. What that got to do with me? Did you go to Greece? You think it's a troll? I think it's a troll too, because you're going somewhere in Paris and you don't even know where you're going. You don't even know where you're, like, you didn't do your research. And I'm gonna be real honest. If this is true, I'm gonna just go by what you say, Sasha. If this is true, you need to be careful because you're traveling with these male friends and you're young. And if you come up missing because you having all this fun and you playing all these games because you ain't giving nobody nothing and they taking you to Paris, because we all believe that, Something that's just not a good situation. That's just not a good thing to put yourself in. If you single and you doing all this stuff and then you out here having it and you ain't giving nobody nothing. Oh, okay. It just repeated it because I didn't click it. Okay, so Sasha is a 19-year-old virgin who is going to Paris with a friend who wants to be single, who doesn't have to pay for anything. Whether your friend is taking you or not, and you are supposed to have a discussion about it and know where the fuck you're going. Right. Who doesn't research vacation spots they never been at? Our parents knew each other through the military. What does that mean? Do you know? I know a person right now who left their, well, I don't know them personally, but I know of a person who left the military base and killed one of his friends. What does that mean? Sasha, baby, girl, you so, you know, you are 19, baby, because you are very naive. You are very naive. No, that's a fact, love. Who does not do research before they go on vacation? Even if the person is paying for it, you're going to want to see where you're at. You're going to want to know where you're going. People are going to give advice to you in the spots that you're going to if you're going to be in a certain area. You don't just go and say, surprise. That's kind of weird. Sasha, if you see a baby on the freeway, run. Our parents have been to Paris numerous of times. We are okay. There's a lot of people who have been to Paris and it's been okay, but your parents' experience is not going to be your experience. You do know that? Woo, child. I think this is her for real. I think she 19 and she really this. I really think it's possible for somebody to be out here in these streets like that. I've seen people like that. I'm Sasha, I don't know your life. I just know what you can tell me and what you can portray on the internet, but I'm not going to be stupid enough to believe that a 19-year-old is having men take care of her and she not giving up no goods. It just don't work like that. It may sound good because you see that on social media and that's what you try to portray. And then you talk about how, you know, your parents are in the military and all that good stuff, but ain't nobody. Why does that lady keep calling? She keeps calling you a baby mama because she probably telling you your potential future. Yeah. Well, I hope she posts pics. I just can't believe somebody who would travel somewhere and not do their research on where they're going. If I had a homegirl pay for an all expense vacation, we're gonna want to look it up. When we all traveled together to go with my sister somewhere, and she was like, yeah, we're gonna stay at this spot. I didn't say, okay, I'll see it when I get there. No, people have discussions about this before they actually travel. Her biggest flex is what her parents do. They jealous because she claims she ain't giving up the box. Well, that don't sound like jealousy. That sounds like a man who's irritated because exactly, babe. We looked that shit up because you're not just gonna take me anywhere. Like, people look up stuff when they travel. They don't just show up. That's insane. Did you send me the link, Tish? I'm looking right now. That's what I'm saying. You got to know where you're going before you be going places anywhere where there is. Was it the last video you sent me? Was it the last video you sent me? Okay, I'm about to play it. Hold on. Let me look and see on Instagram. Hold on. Let me find it. This one, hold on. You was talking about that one, Tish? Yes, that was crazy. This is, and that's why it's important to know when you traveling with people, where are you going, why, what for, all that good stuff. It's really important. All right, Pop. It's not a big deal, but what I am saying to you, Sasha, at least find out where you're going. At least know where you're going, and then know, like, if something happens, you have the right resources to have some backup. You never want to go and travel to anywhere without knowing some stuff. When I found out information about traveling outside certain countries, I found out that driving yourself, for me, is not good. I personally wouldn't do it. So you just got to do your research. Even if you trust the person wholeheartedly, you got to figure out where you're at, because you can trust your friend, but you can't trust a different country. Don't be to the point to where you're allowing Paris to tell you, well, you know, it's Paris is okay. Enjoy Paris, but do your research. Look, I went to Mexico with my sister, right? I went to Mexico with my sister, but I still looked at everywhere we were going. You still gotta look. That don't mean I don't trust my sister. Oh, child, I don't know how to answer that, boo. I mean, you can still have fun, but I'm just saying, do some research on where you're going. What you can research all the fun places you can do out there. You should always research before you travel. Monica, I'm gonna be real with you. I think she's trolling. What happened, Monica? All right, love. I'll see you in a bit. Anti that what was funny? I was in the tub. You was busting up laughing. I don't know, girl. Pictures and videos is research. It's just knowing where you're at, knowing where you're traveling to. When I asked you where you guys were staying, you didn't know. This is important information that you're supposed to know. This is where I'm staying. This is what happens, because there are flight attendants now who are talking about situations where, you know, they research where they're going. It's just smarter to do that. Tish, was that the video you was talking about? You didn't see it? You just heard it? Hold on. I'm gonna do it again.
There was a worse
You guys
pair
see it
to
now?
select in an NFL draft ever. Damon Arnett would join the Las Vegas Raiders, a player that was considered to have no character issues at all whatsoever, randomly decided to post this video onto his social media. So as a result of this, the Las Vegas Raiders would cut Damon Arnett. 9 days after signing with the Kansas City Chiefs, Damon Arnett was arrested in Las Vegas on charges of assault with a deadly weapon, carrying a concealed weapon without a permit, and 2 counts of possession of controlled substances. The good news is, I guess there's no criminal charges that would be filed, but the bad news is, on the very same day, Damon Arnett would get into more trouble with the cops. He would get pulled over, and they would find out that Damon Arnett had a suspended license. Police would release him, but hours later, once again, Damon Arnett would get pulled over for driving the same freaking vehicle. And man, I don't think...
And that was it. I don't know Jay Morant's story. I don't know Jay Morant's story. When this same friend took me to Jamaica, I didn't know where we were going there. Well, girl, you got to stop doing that. You got to know where you're going before you get there. I promise you, your life will be a little bit more easier. Hold on. I don't know Jay Morant's story. See, I'm not a football person. So, like, I believe they said this in Dez Live. Had he not come on the YouTube scene, I would have never known who he was. Sasha, you saw who once? Who's corny? Was that the one who got kicked off the basketball team for doing the same thing? Oh, wow. That's his dad? He do look like his daddy. He look like his... If that's not his daddy, for real, he looked like his dad. Hold on. I'm going to show y'all a picture of his dad. I'm trying not to show my Instagram inboxes. He's suspended for like 50 games. Rico looked like his daddy. Hold on. Y'all gotta give me a second to get my life together. Hold on. Oh, yeah? Oh, I don't know. That's Rico's dad? Wow. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to show it in a second. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, Mickey, thank you. I'm a play that too next because I do want to go over that. I'm gonna play that next. Hold on. Is there a way? There we go. Okay, so that is supposed to be Rico's daddy. He looked like him low key to me. Now, I don't know though. What y'all think? He looked like him to me. He looked just like Rico to me. Good God. He could not die. He could not deny that baby. Lord. That is insane. Hold on. Let me see what else. Let me see what else. All right, so thank you, Mickey, for showing me this link. I am going to play it now and see.
Baby, this is Kiki. Hello, loves. We are ready. We are willing. We are live, baby. Yes, I am so excited, you guys, to be on AMP right now for the live show of my podcast, baby. This is Kiki Palmer. Okay, you guys, I will be in the chat room taking all of your calls. So get ready, but also be on your best behavior, honey. We don't want to have to cut you off right when we answer the lines. Today, I'm going to be sharing my opinions on everything. And that is the thing I was most excited about doing the podcast live, is because usually, I can't talk about the topics of the day or the topics of the week because I don't know when you guys are going to hear the episode. So the fact that we get to be live on AMP is giving me all the life I need. And
Mickey,
what section
was
she told us.
Right.
You know,
right,
that's
so now they feel inclined to go ahead.
What bothers me though about the whole comments and stuff. She put that up there on her page, on her site. And yeah, you can leave comments and stuff, but just because you left a comment don't make it right.
It's true.
Just because you saying it don't make it right. That's that woman's business.
It's not your place to then
judge them.
To judge them. Yeah. If that's how they live, and then that's how they live, and it's working for them.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it just seems like, you start to limit yourself.
You know what? I hear a lot of people say that. I hear a lot of people say, if a person living in them like they live in, let them live their best life. But then we'll turn around and get mad at somebody for killing somebody, for shooting somebody, for cheating on somebody. It's like y'all want to make the rules, but y'all don't want to like, where are the rules at? Who makes the rules? Who follows them? Do you see how complicated it gets? Let a person live their best life. What if a serial killer feel like killing and eating niggas is their best life? Let them live their life, right? That's why I be saying, a lot of people be saying shit like, yeah, just let them live their life until it affects you. And that's the problem. People can live their life until it affects you. And eventually, depending on what it is, it just might. Shit, I bet you Jeffrey Dahmer thought he was living his best life, baby. So please stop saying that.
When it comes to that, just thinking at that moment in time as well, it's just like, what if you come across somebody that had like that does everything, but he wants like maybe he wants to do 50-50, or you make more than him, but it's just like, well, you're gonna shut that down because I
think a lot of people will shut that down. Actually, I think a lot of people do.
But I remember when I was working, your dad and I, we had just gotten married. Like maybe we were married like 3 years or whatever. I was working 2 jobs. I was trying to finish school. I was working at the high school teaching drama. And I was working 2 jobs. I was making more than him, but I was working 2 jobs.
Yeah.
And you know what? We would just come home and put the money, put the bills on the table, put the money on the table.
That's Kiki mama? Huh. Okay.
Even if my money was more than his, it didn't matter. We was paying bills.
I think what I just wish is that I feel like I love that we're in a time now where we're removing the gender rules, and I want us to continue to go down that path. And the reason why is because I want us all to be able to find our partners. And what you need, somebody else might not need. And what you want is what somebody else may not want. It's about fitting your lifestyle. And I think if we could focus more on fitting our lifestyle and not trying to go and abide by what social media standards are, I mean, that's half the problem is people are hearing how other people are living and what's working for other people. And then they want to attribute that to a standard of what is a good marriage, what is a good relationship, what is a good life. And then you end up living somebody else's life and not being happy at all.
And you know what's good? When you find out somebody that loves you, that respects you, that makes you feel good, that enhances your life, screw the money.
That's
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, it's not
unless you guys are like, you guys got to figure it out. I don't want you out on the streets, but other than that. Okay, guys, I want to take some calls on this and see what you guys got to say on the topic. So we're starting with your fave Libra, 83. She's balanced. Miss Mama's a Libra. Let's see what she's talking about. How you doing, girl?
Kiki!
What is up? So we are talking about Gabby and Dwayne and the whole 50-50 in dating. I'm curious as to what you think about it. Are you with Gabby on it, or do you need a man to drop every dime?
I was never one to want a man to drop every dime. I'm a lover. So if we have this connection, the money to me is like behind me. Like, yeah, it's nice to, have a man to take care of you. You definitely want, and this works both ways. You definitely want somebody who you feel secure with.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So Kiki is on this show. Did y'all hear what she said? Did y'all hear what she said? And I'm going to tell you why I feel like this is like. When Kiki first started dating this dude, they already was talking about the dude, the baby daddy that she had. They was trash talking to baby daddy before Kiki and him even had issues, right? That we know of. Okay? They were talking about how Kiki got all this money and she would a lame, she would a bum, she would a nigga who not got no money. So in my personal opinion, how Kiki decided to battle that, she went on the internet, did a video saying, love is love. But my question is, how do you go from love is love, you want to find your partner, to I don't need a bag. I mean, I don't need a man. I need a fucking bag. So which one is it? So this is the humble, I want a man to be there for me, and I love him and he loves me, and money don't matter. And then just a few seconds ago, I don't fuck a man. I don't need a fucking man. I need the bag. I got. Okay, let's continue. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Yeah, security is a big thing, but yeah, I'm with Gabby. We could split it.
Is there any way in particular where you draw the line? Like, is there one thing where it's like, okay, I need the guy to have this, or I need my partner to have this?
I think when people say, oh, we need to be equally yoked, I think that's got a lot of caveats to it. I think he would definitely need to have, we talking specifics, you need to have your own car.
Okay.
You need to have your own place.
You need to get around. Unless we're in New York, I can maybe let that pass if we're in a transport city.
Exactly. But yes, just, what I have, match me a little bit,
Now that I love.
That's actually really good.
I love that you said that, because a lot of times people be like, I need this and then, and it's like, girl, but you at the crib with your mama. So I love to match what I've got. Now that's tea right there. Very much.
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay. So Sasha, you love Kiki. She spent some tea. She said, match where you are. Do you match your friend? She probably already left, but that was a good question. I was just curious. I mean, she not lying. Y'all want these trips and stuff like that. If you can't pay for them for yourself.
That's what I got. You guys, I'm so glad. It's crazy because I was just on your live. I'm starting off topic. I joined Amp because I listen to you all the time, me and my daughter on my way to work. And I said live Amp. Hold on, I hope I ain't gotta pay for this, Kiki, because money kind of tight.
You know, I try to keep it
I swear,
good for my
y'all.
folks.
I said, oh, hold on, I don't gotta pay for nothing. And then you said we're gonna do live calls. I said, I don't even know how to do this. So put my mic on, and you chose me. Look at God.
Look at God, girl. I so appreciate. Now, what was your name? Because I know you as a Libra, but what's your name?
My name is Dana.
Dana. Okay, like Queen Latifah.
Yes.
Well, it
Yes,
was wonderful to
girl.
talk to you, Dana. And please tell your baby girl that I said, what's up?
Hey, Kiki.
Take care,
you guys have a wonderful day.
You too.
I actually really like that perspective. You got to match what I have. That's actually really cool because I do think that you know, you both at somehow, some way have some type of like standards as well. I have some type of like common ground as well. Hey, you got what I got. It's like we got a bit of a foundation, and you know, I'm not like, it's like we're almost at the same level in regards to just where we're at as well. It's just like you guys are able to move together.
I think it's fair. I think it's fair. It's fair to at least expect some level of that equalism. I made something up with equalism, but I want to move on to another topic. And I want to talk to you guys about YWN Melly. Okay, YWN Melly, he's a rapper, right?
Okay. They're going to talk about the other subject. But thank you, Mickey, for sending me that video. But I find that perspective is interesting. Do you see the energy that Kiki is bringing? It's like she wants to be in a relationship. She wants to be, you know, she's looking for marriage. Her mother said something about her and her father was married for like, I don't want to say she said for 3 years only. I don't know if she was saying that they were married for 3 years or 3 years into the relationship. So I'm not even going to say that. But if Kiki did witness the marriage of her parents, naturally, a lot of times, if the marriage is good, children are going to follow suit. You know, it's not always 100% though, but you know what I'm saying. So it seemed like at that time, her energy was very different. You look at her, you see how she's dressed. And let me tell you, Kiki has the reason why a lot of people are shocked and like, what the fuck, is because people are used to seeing Kiki covered. There's not a lot of time where she just out there just doing the most. Even in this outfit here, that's a cool little outfit. You got the jeans on and a cute little top and your hair done, and she looks amazing. So it throws people off when you go from that to fuck a nigga, I don't need it, and nigga, let's get a bag. And you're promoting that. My irritation comes from people like Kiki and people like, oh wow, oh okay, Tish. People like Kiki, and it's like the same situation with Sierra. When Sierra was like, I'm an independent woman, I'm a woman that don't need no man, all this other stuff, singing all of that to the core, right? And she got a whole husband. Like, and the song, thank God the song flopped and people called her out about it, because how you gonna praise independency and you not like, what? You talking about you don't, all the single ladies who don't need no man, like, you trying to get it now, you trying to come up off of single people? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But let's talk about this fake lottery winner, and then we gonna head on out. This lady right here.
Several states participate in 506 to raise money for public.
Some winners we know about for 39 different draws, a roll game just from the last 3.
Bears and Skid Row aren't two things that usually go together, but that's where someone really lucky bought the winning Powerball ticket with a jackpot of $1 billion. And could this woman be America's new billionaire? She showed up today at the convenience store where the
You know what? Let me just say something. We out here looking bad in these streets, ladies. We out here looking bad. We lying about babies on the freeway. We're lying about Powerball tickets. I'm going to talk about Carly too, because I do have an opinion about Carly. But
it was sold screaming so loud you could hear her for blocks.
Is this America's new billion-dollar winner? Our
What is
cameras
wrong
were
with
there
us?
today when an elated
Why are we doing so much dumb shit for attention? Why are we making up stories about being kidnapped in Powerballs? What is going on?
woman appeared at the Los Angeles market where the billion-dollar Powerball ticket was sold, claiming the jackpot is hers. Stunned spectators offer her hugs as reporters try to get answers.
Are you the winner? You're the winner? You are?
The sobbing woman says she came to the store to thank employees, but after seeing all the crews and reporters, she bolts.
Can you show us the ticket?
And drives off in a BMW. Our producer Carly Delano showed the store owner the footage.
I think it's fake.
You don't recognize that woman?
No.
And you're here every day. You know your customers.
I know the customer.
But his daughter says the woman could be the real deal.
Do you think that was the winner?
The daughter. I think so. She's the daughter. Yes.
She says this lady's mother bought the winning ticket and is coming forward today.
The tiny store where the whopping $1 billion ticket was sold is just around the corner from LA's notorious Skid Row.
California Lottery spokesperson Carolyn Becker says it's going to take a while before the winner is officially announced.
There would be no way for us to verify today in a formal process that would vet any person. So anybody who claims to be the winner isn't valid until we say it is.
What's your name?
I don't know. Carly was wrong. Everybody want to be famous. I think social media is doing a lot of damage because, oh man. So according to that video, the husband say he don't know who she is, and he there every day. And the wife is saying that the mother bought the ticket and she's going up there. So we didn't. Not I didn't see no damn water in her eyes. You know what? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, child. I don't know. I don't know what the point of any of that was if her mom won it. But were the reporters there before or after she got there? It seems convenient that they were already present for the lottery hoax. Well, I guess when they validate the tickets, we're going to find out, aren't we? But if you lying about winning $1 billion, girl, I don't know, honey. I guess it could be worse. I guess you could lie about being kidnapped. But It's really something wrong when everybody want to be famous. And the thing is, fame, to me, in my opinion, fame is not all what it's cracked up to be. You got people who love you. You got people who hate you. It's just the way people feel like a person should behave because they're in the limelight. And if you don't do this, then I don't like this person. If you don't do that, then I don't like that person, is crazy to me. Now, I'm a firm believer. It just depends on the situation. If you fucking up out here, I believe a person can tell you, and you should make some adjustments, and you'll be okay. But I'm not gonna hate you unless you out here just killing babies and shit and shooting up people. But if you're not doing that, I'm not gonna hate you. I'm gonna just keep telling you fucking up. But at the end of the day, if you don't change, life will eventually teach you what it is. It may not be my job to tell you, but you'll hear me, and when you find out how right I was, you'll be like, okay, she was correct about that. But the way people behave, if you don't act a certain way because you're famous, they want Nicki Minaj to be this way, they want Cardi B to be this way, they want Beyonce to be this way and that way and that way. It's something that goes along with fame, where people feel like they own you after you become famous. And I'm always going to give people tips on how they can probably improve their situation if they don't like their situation. But I'm not going to just say I hate a person. Hate is a strong word. But I know people who hate motherfuckers because they just don't. There's a lot of people who hate Kanye. So that's what that video says. Telling the truth. Yes, the hat. What's wrong with the hat? I don't know. But the husband is saying he don't know who she is. And the wife is saying that her mother purchased the ticket. I don't know. It seems staged and fake. My ass be on the floor, but come out of the water. I don't know how we don't know how we would act. But I do know one thing. If I already won the ticket or somebody else I know won the ticket, I'm not about to go to the store to thank you. I mean, no offense, but you want whatever. You know what, Richard? Yes, and I'm about to get off live. I just wanted to make sure that I talked about this Powerball because I was just like, what the freak? Plus, I got to get ready for my flight and chill out for a little bit. I'm maxed out on tests this week, but tomorrow is a new week, so I can start going back on my tests. So I'm determined. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna be at 160 by the time the week is up. So, but yeah. Does anyone know if Charlene actually went to the club last night? I don't know. All I know is I saw CJ post a picture of fight night, and it was Nike and fucking Tavy on the couch, knocked out, and I laughed so hard because I was like, what's going on? Where am I traveling to now? I'm traveling to the Dolls Airplane podcast at 7 Eastern. Is it 7 Eastern or 7 Central? Anyway, Heidi is having a live in a couple of hours at 7. And y'all times are different from mine. So whatever time 7 is for y'all, I don't know if Heidi's in Atlanta. So whatever 7 o'clock is time in Atlanta is for you, where you at, then that's just what it is. So that's that's the flight I'm catching. All right. So I will see y'all next Sunday. I'm gotta get back on this school stuff, gotta get back on my grind. So I will see y'all next week. I'm out. She went. Okay, she said she went. Her homegirl KK was with her. Okay, and Nike gonna be at the club tonight. Okay, because I know yesterday Nike ass was asleep. Okay, her and Tavy looked like they was getting some good rest. That shit was hilarious. All right, y'all. I'm out. Squad.